live on YouTube as well. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for our first best of 3. Welcome, Draven. In the upper right-hand corner of White Rabbit in the yellow. Give it up for Inexorable, our Brazilian Terran. And his opponent in the bottom left from Licensed to Kill. It is Eon. Excited for some games. Welcome, Draven. Welcome, everybody. Digits. Rancid Scallop was chatting with me while I was getting stuff going. I'm a little behind the party here. We just got some stuff going. I think we're ready to rock and roll a little bit. I'm going to go through a bunch of stuff because this year we've had a change in format. And we have some sponsors. Apparently, I'm one of the sponsors for, in a small part, for at least the Challenger brackets for those who've not qualified for the main event. It's 2-Rax Reaper from Inexorable. A build that I've wanted to be doing for a while, and I keep forgetting to do it when I play Terran against Zerg. Eon actually opening pretty standard here. Interesting. And X Wall and Hugh. I don't know why his supply depot's there too. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You can. Interesting SimCity there for it, but on the top side, I don't hate 2-Rax Reaper here. He can, I guess, when you factor in he moves the racks for add-ons, it's going to work out, I suppose. Yeah, and it is just saturating up. And this will be scouted. Reaper coming down. Wonder how many Reapers Eon's going to go for. That's the question, guys. Drone's going out to try to get a third hatch, but it's going to be a little while. It's a metabolic opener, very standard. Reaper's making its way here. Queens aren't out. This is a Ling... Oh, no, it's not a Lingless build, but... All right. Eon, is he paying attention? He's taking some big damage on these drones. Oh, loses a drone. That's rough. But does he get that Reaper? Oh, my goodness, he gets the Reaper. Eon's off to a decent start. Okay, so he did lose the drone, but getting that first Reaper's big when you're getting 2-Rax Reapered. As we can see, the third Reaper's on its way. Second Reaper's made it here, but already this is a little bit of a rough start for... it's only 3 Reapers, but 2 can still get something done. Inex has got to keep these 2 Reapers alive. It's just about the pressure. It's not like the end of the world. Eon was able to get his third base at the same time, but that's actually pretty big for the Zerg player right there. That being said, we do have our third CC going down as well as the factory. Don't hate that from Inex. Inex trying to get some drones for this. He's going to lose another Reaper, so he gets 2 drones more. Actually, is that in total? Oh, yeah, he get 3 drones. That early to lose 3 drones is kind of rough, but it did cost 2 Reapers. Keeping this Reaper alive is kind of important for, you know, Hellions and whatever normally. So it's very likely to be a 2-on-1 follow-up. Yeah. Factory finishing up, so he's probably going to immediately get his starport as soon as he can. Has his stem coming. Is going to use this Rax to get the Overlord, so even with all these trades, it's kind of a wash, but it's pretty okay for Terran here. It's a lot of Lings, but we do have a... Oh, Baneling Nest! Eon's like, heck you, man, I'm going to Bane bust you. So this could be a problem. Okay, bunker going down for Inex. Inexorable has the bunker. We don't even have the reactor coming. There's already Banelings. This is going to take a knee-jerk reaction. I think... Okay. Okay. I think Inex knows what's up. I will say Stim doesn't have a chance in hell of coming. That's a lot of Banelings for this early in the game. That bunker is going to need to be up soon, but there also, I believe, is a gap between this... Uh-oh. Yeah, there's no Stim here. Oh, he's not going in the... Oh, there's only 1 Marine in the bunker. Second bunker falls down, but there's the Hellion here. And will that supply depot get repaired? It will for the second. For the moment. Without Stim, though, this is going to be kind of rough if the scale's on, because Eon's just going to drone and get a lair. He's like, well, there you go, bud. You wanted to 2-Rax Reaper me. I'm going to deny your Stim. Good amount of Marines, though. I will say that. All right, that was kind of a base play. What up, Medic Jr.? Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. So Inex is just making a big wall, but at the end of the day, it is going to cost him. That barracks is taking... It's seen some action, basically. So, we're just going for 2 eBays. You can actually build a supply depot here after I raise this. I don't think he needs to be pumping out Marines out of this guy. I would hate him moving this up top and starting a secondary wall. Okay, he's gonna... I don't like that. Because Zerg's just gonna constantly harass. If you just did it up here, it'd be safer. You could build a supply depot here. And it does have a choke point. And obviously, banelings could be a thing again. But Eon is going for Ventral Sack Overlords over here. I saw that in the corner of my eye, and I knew exactly what was up. Yeah. Hang on, guys. Something happened here. Well, that being said, Stim ain't gonna matter for now long. Ling's coming in. Actually, if this goes in Hidden Vision, this could be Banelings. And I think it might end up being Banelings. Oh, guess what? It's not. Here comes the Hellions. Hellions gonna make some short work of the Lings. Lings might get a few SCVs, but at the end of the day, it's looking pretty good. Draven, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you, amigo. Big thank you. Hope you're doing good today. Double medevac coming in. Inbound to the main base pre-stim. But the 1-1 timing's pretty good. That being said, actually, Eon got his upgrades earlier, and he's already going into Infestors. This is a very Eon way of playing the game. The Ventral Sack Overlord, I don't think, was the greatest amount of damage, but we already have a Terran that's been messed with a bit. So, that being said, I do kind of like NX's position where he had gone to expand vertically. Excuse me. Expanded the 12 o'clock position based in the linear expansion, I meant. Technically, it is kind of more vertically than going... Well, no. I think triangle is technically more vertically, but yeah, he went for the 12 o'clock. That's what I was trying to say. Alright. Medevac's moving in. We do got some good stuff going on here. Ventral Stack Overlord. Actually, NX has put a lot of pressure on. And canceling that fourth base was definitely what he needed. That being said, he trapped himself in. Oh, man. He made such a wall that he trapped himself in. Oh, man. Excuse me, guys. I guess I'm not as awake. I'll admit it. I stayed up too late. There's nobody's shocked for a Saturday night in Dave, but still, I was up ridiculously late. Allowed myself a little time to get up earlier, at least. So I've definitely been to enough OSC events and any tournaments that are, you know, even an afternoon. Certainly earlier. All right. Anyway, we got a Hellbat push coming in with Stim. Hellbat's actually getting some work in, but the Lings are surviving. The Fungals are nice. However, most of the Lings are going to be disintegrated. I think this very much favors Eon. The one Ling attacking the bunker up at the top side was when, well, it's even forced to come back to come help. I don't know about this. The pre-splits for no Banelings. I hate pre-splitting, but I think NX could have just dived in and killed all these drones a minute ago. But he really wants to get those Infestors in my eyes. Alright, this is looking rough for Eon. I thought Eon might have had him for a bit, but I think, rather than the Ventral Sack... I like the idea for the Infestors, but I think rather than the Ventral Sack Overlord, Eon might want to have considered, you know, smack around. GG, NX is going to take it. I think he did enough damage earlier where he did eat a couple drone kills, or if he went into a little bit more of a standard transition where he's like, alright, let's get our upgrades, let's go into Hydras or something, so like Lingbane Hydra, and then got his infestation pit. Sure, like in earlier infestation pit's fine, but he had a lot of units, but there was no like centrifugal hooks and stuff. So fortunately for Eon, Smiffer, Mr. Inexorable, is going to take game number 1. Pretty cool game though. I thought it was over once the first Reaper was gone, guys. I was 50-50 actually, because the drone went down too. So I'm like, and we lost 3 drones, we lost 3 Reapers. It's a little bit of back and forth there. There's a lot of guys I wanted to catch today. Obviously, the first match I can't get it. I definitely wanted to see Alex and Azura. we go back. Hydra and MJG, we go way back. I'd say Hydra and Azura, we go back longer than most. MJG have been back for some years. Alex, obviously known from the community. Hanmano got a free walkover against F2 Click. That's just what he wanted. He wanted to start out by 12 worker rushing Dave. So, unfortunately, Hanmano, I'm not playing, but wouldn't even give me an in-base 4x boys pull versus in-base 4x boys pull. You see how Hanmano is, guys? And I thought we were friends. Wants to worker rush me. See how it is. All right, anyway, oops. Anyway, here we are in the bottom left-hand corner of Tourmaline. In the yellow, SCV is up a point. Looks like he might be going for potentially the same build again. It is inexorable. And his opponent in the upper right, he is red. He is from License to Kill. We have Mr. Eon, our Zerg player. And it is our first series of the DaveTesta Challenger Bracket number 1 of the Ladder Legends 2025 OSC 2025 World Championship. So essentially we have about 20 people that qualified, which I may or may not know some of that information. I can't tell you if I do. And there's 3 spots that will qualify players to advance to the World Championship, to the playoffs, etc. On the group stages. Or actually, I had to look at the format more. It'd be helpful. I kind of glanced at it. Much news was had this morning, so a big thank you to everybody. I, too, as you can see on the links that pop up there, if you click on this stuff, there's a... there is the Hall of Fame page. Oh, well, actually, the new World Championship brackets listed. I'll show you guys, too, how it is. But we got... so, Ladder Legends, myself, and Winner StarCraft are helping sponsor a bit. Eddie, of course, has been fantastic. So, shout out to Eddie more than anybody for running this for so many years. It's pretty cool to be covering the qualifiers alongside Wardy. I wonder if Wardy was pissed. He's used to doing this shit his own and itself. It's the open qualifiers. Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't care. Wardy's like the nicest guy. Oh my god, what is this micro? Sorry. Inex. Alright, I already want Eon to win right now just for that absence of micro right there. I don't normally... It's not an insult. NX knows I have nothing but love for him. But yeah. You know, thinking about this, who I didn't hit up on this, guys. Eddie and I were trying to get players in and stuff today. I can't believe I forgot to message Mute. Mute would have been hella good to get into this today. Mute's taking down some... So is Inexorable here, but... I do want to see a game 3. That's all I'm getting at. And how you doing, Scare Wyvern, by the way? Alright. As we get into it, and Dave wakes up, I'm just dreaming of more coffee in my cup right now. We have Metabolic Boost coming for Eon. Doing alright. I was up late. Friends kept me up. I was like, no. Whoa! Hold on, we're going Hellbat Marauder in a weird way here. It's a... Okay. Kinda. It's gotta be, surely. Concussive Shell Marauders. We're getting a react... No, we're gonna get tech... What? Starport. What is this build? I'm intrigued. And also confused. Alright, so Reapers go down, 4 drones fall. What? Roachmorn coming down. Factory used to fly this down. I think he's trying to be deceptive. So it's going to be a Banshee? Okay. Slightly delayed 3rd CC with concussion. I think the concussive was just a trick. He's just going to cloak Banshee. So now the Roachmorn's coming down. He's like, alright, you're going to go help that Marauder. I'm going to get Roachmorn. I mean, Banglings can work too, depending on how you do it, but... Huh. If I was in the spot of Eon, I would be thoroughly confused here.
Am I? Or
Thank
am
you,
I
the
so
Dude Streams,
gay
for the
that
6
you just
months.
blew your mind?
Appreciate it.
Dude Streams just subscribed. You woo.
Ooh, woo. Cloak Banshee coming down. We'll see what happens here. As we get into it with Stem. So the concussive shell was just a placeholder, essentially. And it's just going to be, well, okay. Double eBay up here. This is like mind games over mind games. But what's going to happen is a bunch of roaches are going to be out. We are going to have a Banshee. Maybe number 2. Well, the Banshee's not going to be home to defend. So we have no information on the side of the Terran because he lost his Reaper. Okay. Roaches are becoming Ravagers. Huh. Okay, I like the 2 cheeky Marines going out there. There's not a lot to defend. We got a bunker. I mean, I'll give him that. Second Banshee's going to be coming in. Other Banshees is like right on the other side of the map. And this is looking very committed from Eon, to say the least. That's... NX just can't get Stim down when he wants to. Oh my god. Oh, he's not repairing. Okay, he's repairing. Banshee should take care of this for a bit, but losing the add-ons and stuff and supply depots might be something, I guess, but the Cloak Banshee's certainly going to help the hold. Still, these Ravagers, I think, are going to get a lot of damage. Causing a lot of lost mining time. Still, it's a 3cc NX. He's just very supply blocked. The Banshee's going to take care of the Ravs. It's a lot of links. Now, Banelings wouldn't have been bad here in this case, but we don't have any spores because of the Jib 8. So this is certainly a back and forth game as far as damage dealt. But Eon, make no mistake, has lost 11, 12. He's losing more drones. He's at 34 to 47 workers, and it is technically a 3 command center Terran. It's not a spot you want to be in as the Zerg, but we finally do have our spores. We even have the Marine. Oh my god, the Marine's even here to bully. Here comes the Zerglings. That Marine's name should be Chad, alright? Because he's just got a Giga Chad chin. You almost beat Eon once? Almost. You know what they say about almost? It's like kind of like when I almost beat Zest, which is actually true too. Unfortunately, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So I'm told. Something to that effect. I'm just messing, dude. Streams. Let's see here. Stem is back on the way. I knew you'd like it, Drave. I knew you'd like that. You were in the military, I believe. From what I recall. Alright. I wasn't, but I had to put it this way. Between enough friends and family. Oh, God. Eon does have a sizable force for an army, but these Banshees are bullying still. It's more about how many drones were lost behind all that. But the weird thing is this Sim City, is he trapped? He's not trapped. Why isn't he going to mine NX? NX has got these SCVs just chilling here with the weirdest Sim City I've seen. Can he even get his tanks? Yeah, he should be able to get his tanks out. I mean, obviously his medevacs, if nothing else, but... I'm sorry, this whole game my head just... For once, it's not from a hangover, guys. You still are? Oh, no doubt. No doubt, I didn't know that. This game is certainly a game of mind games and all inery. That's all I can say. We do have glial reconstitution and metabolic boost, but no other upgrades for our Zerg. Concussive shells now coming behind with the combat shields for Inax, who's going into mow down this drone line of only a few drones. Okay, that's nothing too crazy there. Eon's army, 37 drones and 120 army supply with no upgrades. Now, in terms of size of force, this could be massive for Eon. Technically, he's on kind of two base saturation, a little less, because he does have a few short in his main. Obviously, it's mined out. At 9 minutes and 41 seconds, it's a 3-base Zerg. Trying to defend and be offensive. We don't have banelings, we don't have stuff, but this is like an impenetrable fortress. Some might call it the Fortress of Fatitude. Because that is a thick, chunky wall. And I don't even know. But we were gaming here. True, that do be a quote. That do be a quote, Draven. I mean, on a Sunday. All right, but now we're going to have a sizable push with upgrades, stim, +3 on the way for NX. At a pretty normal time. Like, actually, those were kind of quick upgrades. And kind of technically, considering how this build went, it was a bit of a bamboozle. A series of unfortunate events for Eon, but low-key, I think he could have scouted this out with this Overlord earlier, now that I'm looking at this. I was kind of thinking that in the back of my mind. He did have another Overlord where, in my eyes, it'd be worth sacking. And with that being said, this is a massively upgrade advantaged Terran. The Ravagers are caught behind this. The Corrosive Biles land on anything. Biles are basically what are needed. And this Zerg army is just going to get mowed down from the absence of upgrades. Still, Eon trying his best situationally. Kind of in a rough place from inception. NX was just mind gaming. And his mind games paid off. Yeah, literally like the counter to... He set up the attack for Eon, basically. It was like the Emperor Palpatine strategy over here. Hey, MGG. I wanted to catch your matches, too. I couldn't catch everybody. I actually saw you and Hydra in there, and then you were gone. I'm assuming you went to EU. Are you still in it? GG. NX takes it in a 2-0. Unfortunately for Eon. Are you still in it, mate? Mr. Cheesy Man from the UK? My dude, MJG. Hello, Groovy. GG's. Indeed. I was hoping Eon would bring us to game 3. Nah, Hydra's like, with respect, Hydra's the low-key the GOAT. Hydra doesn't, and I don't often talk, but he was the first GM I ever worked with. Before Gamer Richie. It was like Hydra, Richie, and Skylar. But Hydra was my first GM buddy. But I could see you taking a game off Hydra. You've done some shit lately, MJG. Groovy, you didn't sign up today. You couldn't make it? I think you probably even told me. I'm just so tired. Your first is always a special time. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we get now. I'm kind of good for wherever. If MJG's already done, we could go to Hydra versus Mana. Yeah, and make sure you report your results to Eddie. Was it a 2-0 MGG? I messaged that. Oh no, it's fine, dude. Looks like Patches didn't make it. Boxer was out of town. I didn't even think of players that could have been in here. Seeing Mana, I would have messaged him too. I was trying to think of whoever I could over the last couple of days. Message. Oh, you reported on Discord. Nice. All right. BRB 1 minute. I might go to Mana and Hydra. Guys, they gotta be, unless they started. Alex beat Azura 2-0. Alex has been chiseled, but I thought that one would at least be a game 3 too. What do I know, apparently? Azura's been my dude forever. Alright, screw you, Monday Night Weekly. We're going to OSC. Hackers top. Not anything to do with this right now, unfortunately. GG Machine. Oh, GG Machine 2-0'd Seb. He's going to be fighting Han Mono, so I think we might do that. Hi, happy stance. Let's see here. Cool, cool. All right, we're gonna get GG mission. Cool, cool. Unless Wardy gets it. I'm gonna get GG machine versus Hot Mono. I have a sneaky feeling Wardy will. See if I can message Wardy. I'm just going for wherever I can get. I was looking for Hydra and Mana. They might be in game already. Oh, he's following GG machine. Okay, he's going at Wardy's getting GG machine. So I'm gonna get Art 2-0 Hackers top. Okay. Okay. So they're going on to Art's going to fight Alex. I could always go back to EU. NX versus Mindle. Okay, I think we'll follow NX versus Mindle. Where's the chonky cat, Mr. Charlie? NX, what's up? He's sleeping. Charlie's sleeping right now. We're gonna cover NX. Inexorable versus Mindle VK. Former teammate of mine. Dave hard carrying Psystorm Gaming next to Max Packs. Let's be honest. Mitters? Is she? Oh, yeah, she's right here. Good girl, Mitters. Guys, hang on. I'm going to ask for just a minute from these guys. Need a minute or two. I'm going to give Mitters some treats. She's been sneezing all day. Okay, I need a minute or two. Smiffer, you summoned my kitties. And happy stands from let me know. I didn't even see Mitters come in. Okay. I haven't seen Mindle in a minute too, or Smith for really in some stuff. I haven't been hosted enough, I suppose. All right, professional. I need to smoke. Chat smokes. Let's go again. I don't even have a minute to show this stuff, but either way, at some point in here, we're gonna go through it. I got commands here in Twitch, and I don't on the YouTube chat. I could probably do that. I didn't have time for the. Let's get into our second series. This man is the challenger. We're on 10,000 feet. Why He didn't veto this as Protoss. I don't know. From Psystorm Gaming in the red, our Russian Protoss player. It is Mindel VK. And his opponent in the upper left in the yellow. It is Inexorable. Our Brazilian Terran Terror. This one could be a banger, honestly. Mindel's pretty heckin' good, too. And it's not to say Eon isn't, honestly. Like, Eon brings us some cool games. Eon's a good dude. Low-key, I'm surprised I've never really hung out with Eon too much. But Eon's always seems like a hella nice guy. And everybody knows my hatred of... Well, Mindel was acting like it's PvP for a minute. He's like debating whether or not he should double gas. He's like, I'm thinking of going Stargate. Well, there's going to be an eBay block. Wait, what? Okay. Alright, it's a tournament. I'm a little confused here. He had a perfect opportunity to Nexus first, or at least take care of the SEV. Maybe expand down to Triangle. I don't think he'd want to... Well... Again, this is... Bruh. NX. Being a thorn in his side. Orbital Command Center coming down. It is a Marine, not a Reaper. Probe doesn't even get any health damage. Nexus is going to be forced to be taken here. I'm curious to see if we get a 3-Rex here. Common follow-up when you go for an eBay block, but doesn't need to be. I think it's going to be a 1-1-1 myself, or 3-Rex Factory or something. All right. I was hoping to cast my man Percival today, but guess what, guys? Pretty sure Percival already qualified. I want to go through so many details, but again, big thank you to Eddie, big thank you to Ladder Legends, big thank you to Winner. And I guess I get a pat on the back myself for being some sponsored myself on this, too. Thankfully, you guys got good players to see, because y'all ain't here for Dave today. Alright, we are going to go for a proxy something here. Is it just going to be a proxy gate? Now, one thing I will say with this, in these kind of situations, I don't know why you still wouldn't just get a Twilight Council. Like, I get the 3-gate aggression. It's kind of the Skilless kind of play. Skilless does this a bunch. And I'm not always the biggest fan of the proxy gate on a 3-gate. I feel like you should just go into... At this point, you can still proxy the gate. But get your damn Twilight. Just go into Blink, and you proxy your gate, and you can get some aggression in. Or you can go into Charge and be an ape, like me. All you guys already know it'd be proxied here if there was a Twilight Council. It certainly wouldn't be a... We'd see, like, a Dark Shrine, a gate, and filth. But anyway... I don't feel like, okay, 3 Widowmine drop. Now, funnily enough, I don't feel like he had... Well, this is going to be very aggressive, so... Widowmine drop could potentially get a lot done because of all the stalkers on the other side of the map. It is going to be a Robo follow-up. He wants a Warp Prism as well. Like, these are just plain Jane Marines, but the tech labs are coming down. If NX pushes out... Okay, this is a lot of hidden stalkers. Oh, but these Marines might actually get a bunch. Here comes stalkers coming from the backside, though. A couple will go down. Widowmine drop coming down to the natural. We'll see what happens here. 3 Widowmines. There's no reaction back home. It's too late. It's a trap. 2. Okay, could have been a lot worse, but guess what? It's not over. The stalker aggression going on, killing all of the Marines. A tank is coming up. There's no blink. Okay, well, we have a probe going down. NX gets decent damage, but I think this is just too many stalkers. The tank's going to pop here in a minute. We'll see. We might have to recall. Tank is going to be down. These stalkers are trapped. Okay, this is actually... a little tit for tat on both sides. Mindel with these... Oh, no! What the hell happened over here? The probes are chasing the mines. Oh, my God. That almost was disastrous. A force raise on the CC is not bad for Mindel. Okay, so I'm kind of... I'm not hating it as much. I take back everything I said about Mindel's opener. I mean, it could be great. It could be good for aggression. But I don't know about the Robo follow-up. I think, myself, I'm thinking the Twilight still would be a good follow-up. Robo's safe if you got Banshees, I guess, is why he's thinking, but... Alright, 3 Adepts. The Adepts can tank for the tank a bit. Or the tanks, I should say. And they also can get one-shots on SCVs. Also, some friendly fire is a little bit nice here. Raven's going to drop an auto turret, which is going to take care of them. But still, more SCVs going down. It's approaching a double worker lead for Mindel. But we're off to a wild start. The Raven here is going to mean this Observer is going to go down most likely. Stem on its way finally. We do have one Marauder coming. Stalker's putting pressure on the CC. We got a banger on our hands, folks. I don't hate an expansion, but I don't think Mindel really has to. In a weird way, I don't feel like he has to expand, but obviously, it's Protoss. You want to be ahead and stay ahead because Mules. It makes sense. He's teching up. He's going to go into Colossus and possibly charge lots at this point because there's tanks, bio, but I don't know. He might still get blink. Oh man, these Adepts being a nuisance, getting some friendly fire, almost getting the getting a few more SCVs. It's honestly it adds up. Getting a little supply block extra. Well, no, actually, NX is fine for the moment, but. That Adept put in the work. It is going to be a charge. Colossus extended thermal lance follow-up, and Mindel's just going to go the hell back home with his Immortal. He's got 2 Immortals. I actually don't hate this at all. One thing Mindel might be keen, or sorry, NX should be keen to is the proxy gate. Denying that might be good, because even at a push, he could have a counterattack and have a Zealot run by. Should NX go. But I feel like even though he's a little behind... NX probably should try to turtle up here a little bit. But I would still look around for, at the very least, he's like, it's got to be something. I'm surprised he hasn't thought of it. All right, I like these probes going out for scouting. Nice spotter pylon in the center of the map for a push. Because obviously our Terran man has taken some big damage. That being said, first Colossi is out. Charge is almost done. Extended thermal lance, honestly, pretty close to being done. I wouldn't hate a chrono boost. Couple spotter pylons, probe over here, patrol path, and so most of the map is covered for vision for our Protoss. NX with 5 siege tanks and a boys pull. That's all. All right, I don't hate this. He's taking a lot of damage. Other than turtling, that's not a bad decision. However, SCVs against Colossus, not the greatest. The Raven actually put in some high value with that anti-armor missile. And honestly, our Protoss player is a little trapped here. He needs to get this Colossus, though. Make no mistake. The SCV is kind of derping over here, but they are... He's trying to... Wow. NX might actually have a chance here, but now that Zealots are coming in, I'm not so sure. The SCVs need to gather up. 3 of the tanks still alive, but tanks kind of suck versus Zealots. Let's be honest here. We do have an auto turret available. 2 auto turrets available. Going to go for the Colossus. It actually get a lot of damage. Scouter pylon number 2 going to go. NX... Only able to produce, well, yeah, he's only able to produce Marines, really. He's not going to be building SCVs at this point. He's going to try to get some game-winning damage. He needs to. And it's kind of close with his 3rd base, and Zealots camped over here. That could be a big problem. Raven going to scout, doesn't have energy to make a kill over here, but identifying the 3rd base is big. And seeing those Zealots. Oh no, the siege tanks are going to block this up, but they're going to actually create a funnel a little bit. Zealots coming in from the back. The tank's actually getting some good damage on the Colossus, zoning it back. Zealots coming from behind. A little bit of a problem. Tank gets 1 shot off. The Marines almost mowed down. Oh no, the pylon powering. Actually, they're just double. I think it's just 1 pylon. In truth, we depowering that. NX almost brings us back, but I don't know if he can because this Colossus is going to pop and it's pure. Marines, does he hop right on top of it? No, he doesn't. Honestly, a really good rally for Mindle. If that was rallied down here, there was a chance even with the Zealots he could have target fired it and killed the... no SCV production, no Mulin, no half-ass macro, I'll call it, behind this. It's kind of rough. Shield battery helps out a bit here. Marines have to pick up. Boot, Scoot, and Boogie out of there. Raven's out of energy. And here come the Zealots on the other side of the map. Will Mindle VK kill this CC? That's the question. As NX is focused on the other side, he's going to concede. GG. A good game, but Mindle is going to take it. What up, Dark Omega? What up, Gene Sin? A banger of a game indeed, MJG. That was definitely a wild one, and there's no other way to cut it right there. The sky is up. True. True. Based and true. Yeah. All right, I'm kind of warming up here a bit for stuff, but it's all good. Oh, I can't, dude, fuck off. Nope. People gotta stop calling me too. Nah, I just got creamer. I mean, the creamer's got sugar in it, so. Actually, that's how I take my Dunkin' Dark Omega, though. And the few and the rare that I never go to Dunkin' Donuts anymore, but the few and the rare that I'm there. All right. This man bringing us a win in the first game, and I don't know what to describe that game other than pure chaos. The upper right-hand corner representing Psystorm Gaming. In the red, it is Mindle VK. I need to turn my ringer off because I'm not answering shit. My dentist can not call me on Sunday for work. Sorry, pal. Don't really care if your network's down. I'm busy. I told him. He's got a little issue. Well, you can kiss my ass. It's Sunday. I mean, he's my buddy, but... Dude, people need to leave me the fuck alone. Okay, another proxy. This one's a little more aggressive. I need to fucking... My phone pisses me off. Samsung can eat a bag of dicks sometimes, I'm telling you guys. For real talk, I really don't like some shit. Apple's calling your name. I've been on the Android ecosystem forever. I don't hate Android. It's just... I hate getting... It's not going to solve my problem. You know what solves my problem? Shutting my fucking phone off. That's my real fucking dilemma here, guys. Shutting my goddamn phone off and not answering fucking messages when I'm casting. Sorry, guys. It's just real talk here. We got a tournament going on. People can kiss my ass. Yeah, exactly. I didn't answer my phone and he proceeds to start, like, bombarding me. Here's a news flash. Hire a fucking IT guy. Huh. You think it's rocket science. Oh, I don't have money. You're a dentist, dude. Fuck off. He's a good friend of mine, but... I'm so over this shit. I've done enough stuff where I'm gonna cash in on that shit, and because my teeth suck. I need a lot of dental work done. I will help him, but I'm like, bro, I've not been in. I obviously haven't been in it forever, but we need to get this shit taken care of after. And I want it on my time. I want to bug him to come in on a weekend. Wow. A lot of aggression from Protoss. Protoss doing Protoss things. Guys, am I right? Sorry about that. It was a little rude. We do have a Cyclone coming out, but this is kind of terrifying. There was no scout. That's what it comes down to. Which is not uncommon for TVP. The boys are going to have to be pulled in some form, but he needs an economy bit. Boys being pulled up to the top ground, too. He's just buying time for the Cyclone, but one Cyclone won't be enough, I don't think. Lock-on's disjointed. I think we're going to see another quick series here. Nice micro from Inex. Very nice micro from Inex, but I don't think that micro is going to be enough. Damn, GG, Mindle VK going to take it. Not going to lie, this shit is so old. Oh, what's up, SC2 fool? Sorry, me. Oh, the proxy gate. It's a tournament. He could have scouted it. What, were you yelling at me for that? I mean, it's unlucky. It's the kind of like the same thing. Can other sides could be there. It's not like that wins on every time. NX unfortunately got caught. I'm surprised the first game went as it was. NX played well. It's not like he didn't play well. He just didn't look. We didn't scout it, which GG, man. Because you need a bunker. Literally, you need a high ground CC in a bunker. Which leads to my point of why I never low ground CC against Protoss. I think you should just never do it. Be a man, never low ground. Well, actually, that's being a man by CCing on the low ground. The be a man guy memes. That's all I'm saying. Sorry for that. I was kind of a dick to him, and never. Well, you're kind of an asshole yourself, the dude streams, to be honest. Thank you for the sub, but if I'm real talk, you're definitely a troll. If I'm being honest with you. With 100% certainty. The verdict is out. Damn, that's an unlucky loss for Smiffer. That feels bad. He got cheesed out. Mana versus GG Machine. I think Morty's probably covering that. Let's see. Oh, no, not GG Machine. Mini Zerg, Ukraine. Alex versus Arts going on. Morty's still casting. I'm going to try to go to EU. Choose violence? No, I just chose... I didn't get enough sleep. And I didn't expect people to be... To my dentist point, it's whatever, but he should have gotten in touch. He could have been bugging me earlier than the last fucking minute when he ran out of... He ran into storage on something crucial. And I can't remember all of his shit. He's got to keep on me earlier, not the last fucking minute. Know what I'm saying? That's the stuff that irks me. All right, I'm going to try to find a lobby, but it's going to be a little bit, I have a feeling. I'll just stay on NA. I think people are already in games. That first game was a banger. Let's be real talk. That was crazy. This is why I also have been taking some time off too. Other than needing to take time off for my own shit, I'm gonna probably have to take more off. The only thing with that stuff is I'm definitely getting dental work out of him at some point. Which, in fairness, he said. Anyway, while I'm waiting, let's take a look at the... Okay, and my phone's still blowing up. I got it on vibrate. Oh, damn, they weren't supposed... Now I see. The other debt... Okay, now I know why this is in. So let me talk about other stuff than my shit. But at the same time, this is the thing. It's a big deal. Check Discord. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. I want to talk about Ladder Legends. I just have, honestly, a crisis going on here. Love you, buddy. Yeah, thank you guys. I guess we're gonna hang tight for the qualifying matches, if nothing else. He's gonna have to wait a little bit, but I'm gonna have to help. Because I actually do feel bad in this regard. We didn't get in the holiday. Now I'm realizing why we didn't get together too. The office was closed till the 5th. He's in Florida. The other dentist has emergency surgery for somebody, and it's like their CT scanner or what, I can't remember, the cone beam probably. And we were supposed to add drives and do some. It's a little bit of a weird process for that damn thing. It's shit that normally dentists would pay the service for, but they charge ridiculous amounts for what I call bullshit. And we never got together to add the storage. So, without the scans, the other dentists can't really, they need pictures. Ah, that sucks. Now I feel extra obligated. I can't use my out now onto some people. I don't know. I just work on IBM now. I'm going to use that one sometimes. All right, I got to show you guys the stuff. So anyway, this is brought to you by In fact, I'm gonna have to manually click this because my hotkey's not working. I didn't have time to really get it. Why does this keep... Oh, I know why it's doing that. Shit. Sorry, I had a... This was very last minute to add this stuff, so big thanks to Ladder Legends for sponsoring this. And I'm actually going to put my own card on. This is very scuffed, but again, sorry, Eddie, I love you. And everybody. I don't just help StarCraft, apparently. I help everybody and their brother. .24/7, apparently. Alright, what's the scene? Discord cams. OBS, why do you have to be such a pain in the ass? Oh, Dave. What is this, your first day? Ah, I got it. Thanks for helping your brother. No problem, pal. No problem, Scarewyvern. Anytime, it's my pleasure. Let's see here. Where's the DaveTesta pick? Sorry, guys. This is, I know how I can do this. Okay, we gotta go over to EU. But this, again, I should have put my own time. I'm looking, Wardy had my mug on there. And, anyway. I wanted to have time to show the OSC stuff for Eddie. Sorry, Eddie. I mean, technically, this was my portion of sponsorship, but yeah, I'm not exactly. I was more to anything I'm doing was more to try to help OSC out because Eddie's always been there for me and everybody, and you gotta support OSC. They're literally helping everybody else out all the time. I messaged Yeti about it after I honestly I took back what it was on that build, but I didn't even have to send him the replay, funnily enough. I just remembered the build. Dark Omega looking out too. Happy Stance reminded me right then, and you reminded me today. But yeah, I remembered the build, so I wrote it out to him. Ugh. I did if I was more awake this morning, I would have had time to set this up, but I had to sleep a little bit longer. So it's my bad, but Mana versus GG Machine, sick. Qualifying match. GG Machine's pretty scary too, so this could go either way. I feel like he can be a cheeky boy. He's got that Yakov clan tag. Yeah. Look at how scuffed my scene is. I love this shit. Hacking base today. I think they went without me. Where's Wardy? Is Wardy going to another one? I don't see Wardy now. Oh. Oh, I see him. Never mind. Why do I forget that Wardy has a profile picture? Because I wasn't around to get all those cool portraits of everybody. Okay. Just waiting. But yeah. You know what, guys? I am going to try to sneak that in there somehow if I can. Where's the picture? 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 Shout out to Eddie for his awesome graphics, by the way, too. Man, this would have been nice to have loaded up before. I did a browser source. I have just enough time, I think. Image. Whoopsie. Bam. Bam. There you go. Close enough. That's how they fit. Close enough for government work. All right, anyway, guys, we're getting into our match. Vordy and I will be doing this. If I was like more alert and awake, I'd be like, Vordy, bro, can we do a cast together? Can you do me a kindness? As Yeti would say. One day I'll do a cast with Vordy, I bet. If not, it'll have to wait till a home story cup one day. All right, here we go, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. Is this a best of 5? How you doing, human being? Welcome, welcome. I don't know if this is a best of 3 or best of 5. Eddie, if you're there, I'm going to have to leave it a best of 3 for now, because I don't know. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Old Republic, one of the qualifying matches. It is Team Liquid's Mana. You guys know him from YouTube, from years of StarCrafting. And this young man at the bottom left, he's red. He's Ukrainian. It is GG Machine, our Zerg player, who can be pretty terrifying. Mana, not even late on his gate going for the hatch block. But these days, I don't even feel like it's worth doing a hatch block. Going for a pylon scout, I don't hate. But it almost feels like it didn't seem like a lot of lost mining time, but I guess gate scout's usually a little better.
Ornatus sent. Zerg can suck my fucking cock.
Okay, all right, Ornatus, you can not use Tangy unless you pay for it. That's my fault for having it on the scene, but I tried cleaning some stuff up. But if this was a ladder session, my opinion would be a little different right now. And thank you for the bits, dude streams. Alright, that was kind of funny, though. Ornatus is just doing a Dave impression on ladder, guys. It's real talk. What is this wall? Okay, that is gonna wall, but that's... For a second, I'm like, Mana? Learning hero builds? Alrighty.
The dude stream sent, Mana is the macho man of the South.
The macho man of the South. Mana is from Poland. But we might as well call him the macho man of the... no, if you build a gate here, it walls off fine. But I guess what I don't like about it is... Well, I don't like a lot of things. The pylon is not a near nexus one, so he can't use... If he needed to energy recharge a battery, I guess if the battery's over there and there's another pylon, it would be, but it's still going to be a... Wow, Mana saved his probe. I didn't get to say that. Didn't really do too much. A little delay on the third base, but I think that was all by design. I got a little distracted by the TTS. Yeah, all right, I'm going to agree with you. I dislike everything about it, too. I don't know why that happened, but I think Mana was so... It's no disrespect to Mana, but... We can go ahead and criticize the wall. Let's be real here, MJG. I'm 100% with MJG. That wall was, against GG Machine, too. GG Machine's known for his aggression. And I think that's going to bite Mana in the boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? He's going for a pretty standard opener. It could potentially bite him in the boo-boo. Second gate should be coming up eventually, but I think we're going to go right into another Oracle most likely. You know, and Mana, maybe not. Mana can cook, so. Okay, the Adept and Stalker. Oh, boy. The Oracle's going to come in to clean this up. No. Yes, okay. I'm a little confused. All right, that works out okay for Mana, oddly enough. However, is he in position to wall? I think he, Whoa, 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 whoa. It's, I mean, that's not a lot of Zerglings, real talk. All right, we've had some scrappy games today, let's be real. I don't know what to think of either of the players' position here. I think my brain has gone downhill since the Dennis phone call and all that, my buddy. I don't know what's going on today with these games. We are going into what might be an Archon drop, what might be just charge lots. But I like the Roach Warren layer. Everything's pretty standard from GG Machine 2 on the back foot. But this is like, it's not like an all-in or anything. Mana's just teching up. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's an Archon drop with the delayed second Oracle there. Mana got his 4 gases. GG Machine still on 1. So he's just setting up for it all. Yep, there it is. It's going to be an Archon drop. The Christianer build, as many call it these days, but it's really just Stargate into Archon drop. It's a pretty good build. Alex has been doing it a lot. Everybody's been. It's kind of been like an EU thing more. Real talk. You don't really see like Hero doing it that often and stuff, but like I think Christianer kind of had been popularizing it lately, but I've seen Jumi do stuff like that, for example, and a lot of other EU Protoss players. I had a bunch of Roaches. Glial Reconstitution coming to Forge for Mana. 4th base trying to come down, but we got the 2 Oracles with not much energy going out trying to get some information, trying to get some damage here or there, maybe some transferring workers, maybe some creep tumors, but at the very least some intel. Here comes the Archons. Roaches, we do have a couple out, but not many. One's going to pop over here. Queens and Roaches trying to get in position. The Archons do some great damage to the Queens. Queen's getting decent hits on that, and I just ashed all over my keyboard. What a classy cast today. That Roach that never dies. Holy shit, that Roach survived with 4 HP. But guess what? The War Prism goes right into the Spore. Oh my god, that Mana. Yeah, he was walking on a tightrope there. Recalling the Archons was the smartest move he could, but he only saves 1. He does have an Immortal coming out, but I think GG Machine might be in an okay position here. He's got Metabolic Boost. He's going into +1 ranged attacks. A little ahead of the Protoss. Obviously, Chrono Boost could be a factor. Oracle's going to be helpful. Oh, what the heck? The rally point. Oh, no. Oh, no, Mana, not like this. The Immortal was actually pretty important right here. And he had it rallied from the War Prism, I believe. Ay, charged and done. Slow Zealots, Stalkers. Honestly, I think this could still be a cold. But what a scrappy game again. I don't feel as bad about my lack of casting and all the nonsense that it transpired today. Now, I think all the games have been a little scuffed, just like everything on my stream today, so it all works out. Hello, Fractal. Hello, Richie. But sorry, Daddy. It's a good thing Wardy's casting, that's all I can say. Well, with that said, we're gonna go in here. Zerg's breaking the rocks over here as we get into it. Psionic Storm coming, and that's a lot of Protoss, actually, truth be told. I like the fact that there's some Hydras here for the Archons, the Immortals, the Stalkers. The upgrades aren't fully in. That Sentry's a problem. Honestly, the Sentry might have been a good target. However, the drones are... I don't hate the drones' hold positioning. Mana, obviously not really focusing on micro-ND zealots as much as everything else. Drones fighting into an Archon, rather, is kind of rough. 16 drones falling. But you know what? This is a hold from GG Machine. Decent hold from our Zerg player. 4th base coming down for Mr. Mana. Peaceful walk is nice. Oh. Fractal's got a story in chat. I'm just gonna... Fractal, I hope you're alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about the Immortal. Yeah. The Immortal was just going for a walk. Now that makes sense. Big true. We already have lurkers out, by the way, and seismic spine. So, truth be told, this was really good for GG Machine. I didn't even talk about this. He went into a hive behind this, got seismic spines at very fast hive, and held his 4th. Got up to 85 workers, ranged attacks +2 finishing, adaptive talons coming. We do have a fleet beacon coming. Pretty sizable Protoss force, but they're equal. The downside is there's a lot of immortals with this, and it is in... Well, we do have seismic spines, but it's not like a metric load of lurkers yet. If it was a lot of lurkers, the immortals probably not be enough, but yeah, once these lurkers pop, I think it might be fine. Storm's gonna be pretty good if they're all clumped up. Oracle's going down would be huge. One of them does, but GG Machine getting a run by, not the greatest one, but still he does get one in. Okay, he gets 2 run bys in. Mana was pretty apt with his he actually got a scout on the fleet beacon too, which is pretty big. Not uncommon for the late game transition. 1 Tempest coming. We got a Nidus coming from GG Machine. We have a proper game now in what was a scary start. Honestly, Mana and GG Machine defended very well. An ambitious Nidus that did cost GG Machine some money. Zerglings coming in, but the Lings go right on top of it. Okay. Well. Getting into it, we got Adrenal Glands coming +3 range attacks. Aspire, which is very much needed for some Corruptor action. These Niduses are being a nuisance. And honestly, getting that read on the Tempest, it's not too bad. It's double Stargate for the moment. 5th base going down for Protoss. GG Machine only on 5 bases himself. Truth be told, with the drone, I mean, the money-wise, he's... Oof. Low-key, I feel like you could send Lings and he could have maybe sniped those High Templar. 1 Zealot going to try to fight this. GG Machine's everywhere. Will the Nidus Worm come and what's in it? Lurkers! Of course there's lurkers. I hope it's all the lurkers. Oh, no. I don't know why I put all the lurkers in there. Void Ray is not able to see this. Mana should have canceled that Nexus, real talk, but it is going to go down. He has a bunch of money, though. It's not the end of the world or the end of the game, for that matter. Oh, no! GG Machine went into the storm. Another storm is going to be eaten to the face of GG Machine. Oh, the Oracle! Mana loses the Oracle. That's actually pretty big. We're getting into carriers, +1 air weapons, and behind this we do have our +3 melee coming with lunge behind it, +1 flyer attacks. So GG Machine's amping up for this. Mana's supply blocked. Mana got supply blocked. He's losing a lot of supply here. GG Machine getting a lot of work done. Holy smokes. Some of the lurkers will be saved in the Nidus. The last remaining few going to get as much damage as they can before they go down. Mana has a massive army supply, though. So GG Machine's drone count, though good, is going to need to become static defense. In my eyes. Because the Protoss force is just going to become insurmountable. Well, I don't know. GG Machine's in a pretty good spot, but he is going to have to quite literally weather the storm. Mana has had a bunch of supply cap, but he has a max of 180, so in a weird way it kind of does even out because there's no other pylons going down. I don't think Mana realizes, well, he does, he's got the money, but he probably should have been dropping some pylons. Another night is coming with more lurkers. Just a few. No corruptors yet. The GG machine is going to need corruptors with carriers and such. Tempest and carriers, I'm pretty sure. Unless he just... Yeah, here comes all the rest of it. Archons and Immortals. I mean, you don't want to go over-committed to carriers, but nonetheless. If he cleans this stuff up with the lurkers, that could be good. We got observers here. I don't know. This game's wild. I think Mana could win it, but GG Machine's going to have to do something. Losing production's rough, obviously, for the Zerg right here. And all these Archons, he's got to be careful with the Corruptors. And the Storms. Oh, no. That Storm is going to kill one of the Lurkers and severely injure another. And even all these fresh creep tumors going to go down. Zealot run by in the upper side. Oh, man. This would be a hard hold? Yes, it would. I mean, it was a hard hold for Mana, too, in fairness, but Mana just got enough army supply out. This game is a pretty good one. I don't know if it's going to be that technically over. Mana's been taking another base behind it. And he's even going to get this hatch. Okay, now that we have an entire bank spent from our Zerg, I am actually feeling like this might be Jover for GG Machine. It all comes down to the money at this point. And Mana made some good moves. I wouldn't have hated Lurkers going back into the Nidus. A burrowed wing right there. That's a cheeky play. Youch, that is rough for GG Machine. He was doing so well. And honestly, well, I was just going to say we might want to reposition these spines, but it is what it is. I thought there was a good chance for GG Machine, but I didn't want to say it. I'm glad I didn't say it, because this is looking very rough for our Zerg. He did a fantastic job. I think both of them had some really good moves, and certainly some advantages, but there were just got to be too much of a Protoss supply. The army supply, like, if there wasn't like 88 drones, right, at that time, GG Machine did have a little money. He could have produced more army and probably fended off, but his army supply was lower by the time Mana was pushing out with that 103, whatever the hell it was, army supply before he got larger. Versus the workers. A real talk. Now it's a 3-hatch Zerg versus a Protoss with, interestingly enough, more money now. The GG Machine was leading pretty hard, and all the creeps getting cleared. Everything's getting cleared, it looks like. If somehow this army gets cleared up, that's how GG Machine could get some dubs. Otherwise, production, but Lurkers only get so much value when there's detection and Tempest, and it's actually enough Zealots that, well, I mean, if they got all the Zealots get killed, too, it's another thing. But it's more like this army's the terrifying one for our Zerg to deal with. It's the supply at the end of the day. A lot of the supply was in Zealots to a point, but not really. We got 9 Tempest, 3 Carriers, 4 High Templar, Archons, Immortals. It's a nightmare for GG Machine, our young Zerg. GG. Mana is going to take it with the Death Ball. Still a pretty good game. Aston, how you doing? Whoa. On the other side of it, what the hell, Wardy just got gifted 111 Twitch subs. From Twitch. That's cool. Well earned by Wardy, because he's always fucking grinding. Does that mean Twitch supports StarCraft, guys? Mana didn't really... Yeah, he did. He definitely had a... Listen, he had a good defense, though. Both of them really had trades that were equal for a while on defense. The young... I almost wanted to say young Yakov, but GG Machine. Yakov light, you know. Yeah. I was actually, like, I just happened to look over because I'm like, I'm forgetting Wardy's on the same game. I'm like, whoa, what's Wardy covering? Oh, yeah, he's covering the same thing. I'm like, that's fucking sick. Good news. We take any good news for StarCraft. This man is up a point anyway. We're getting back to the game for the DaveTesta Challenger Bracket number 1 of the Ladder Legends OSC 2025 World Championship. This is where we have our open bracket where the top 3 players will advance into the championship. All right. And anyway, Mana versus GG Machine. We're back at it again from the Yakov clan. Mana from Team Liquid, of course. GG Machine getting his hatch down. Mana with a Forge. MJG, are you still here? He is. It's a Cannon Rush. I don't think this is a Forge Fast Expand either. The Overlord will see this. What's the reaction from... Honestly, GG Machine could cancel this hatch.
Time to suck some BBC.
All right, Arnatus, I'm gonna disable Tangia. Pause Tangia. Tangia's paused. If anybody paid for it, even it's paused. Not cool, man. Not cool, man. There's a time and a place. Why aren't we expanding? We can take this, but we can... He's trying to kill the probe, which I don't hate that. That's actually pretty good, but nah, the probe's gonna get away. Get the hell out of there and take an expansion. I think he's going to try to go over here.
Am I?
Conreich, thank you for the prime. Welcome here. And ladies and gentlemen, I know we're on a
Just subscribed.
bit of the underdog side, but let me just tell you. Big thank you, Conreich. Appreciate some follows here, too, if you could do that. Drone going for a proxy hatch, so he's going for a counter proxy hatch. Roach Warren's down, of course, like this. I like this a little better than a layer response. Oh, he was going to go try to hatch block him, but at the same time, that's where you get into issues. Oh! GG Machine with the 200 IQ plays. The proxy gate's going to lead to a cybernetics core for the wall. He could double hatch. It would, you know what would be based? It'd be like the most Florencio strat. Okay, this is scouted, so there'd be a pylon going down for sure. There should be. Would be based would be a double hatch. So like a hatch here after with all the money, it would be like kind of so dumb it might work. Situation, we already have roaches coming out. There's one cannon defending right here and a zealot. So in a way, some of this worked out pretty good. Cannon on the low ground. This drone's actually doing a great job distracting. Ay, ay, ay. We are gaming here. Stargate going in the wall. Photon cannon going down. Drone trying to get something up. 3 Ravs coming. Zealots recalled to hit the hatchery, to hit the drone. The drone is going to scout that there's a photon cannon. Oh no, the drone's not going to make it. It took damage before. That is one dead drone. GG Machine should have just taken a third. I'm telling you. He was in a perfect spot to take a third IMO. And Adept coming in. I think this pylon should go down. He sees production. Stargate's going to be a bit of a problem. I don't think he really needs to do anything over here because he only has 1 larva. Unfortunately, all this is doing is causing lost mining time for Protoss. Yikes. Yeah, with this Void, this might be an early series. Unfortunately. Oh, fucking, you guys can... Ornatus, come on, man. Look, I didn't even realize the Tangia pause thing was on there. Alright, you see what I'm saying for the timing? A little unlucky. Like, you can't really attack the pylon on its own, but the Void Ray is going to clean this up. There's no way this goes down. Like, I don't know. I almost feel like he... yeah, there's not really much GG Machine could have done there. He's got a Queen. Doesn't have much money. Protoss is going to have a Nexus. Oh, wait, Roaches came out. Okay, so the larva did come down. So these Roaches are going to get some damage against Mana. We're in a proper game that MJG would be playing right here. It is a best of 5, thank God. Because this game is, this series is a banger, but I was hoping we'd have some more games. Woof. Thank you, thank you. Ornatus is like, what did I do? Troll like always. I haven't seen you in a bit. Normally we'd be a high. Oh my god, the Void Array, and... Oh, it's one queen. Okay, there's going to be another queen, but it's a little late to the party. Drone's forced to be pulled. The Oracle, luckily, doesn't have all the energy. Even the Overlord going down is rough. That Spore is going to come down. The Oracle going down could be big, but that Void Array really needs to go down. Prismatic's going to be off cooldown, but here comes an Oracle again. Another queen is available. Ling's trying to dance to fight the Gateway, because that's all they can really do right now. Void Array did go down. It's a proper clown fiesta over here in these parts. There is a Roach Warren for our Zerg, and behind this Mana's getting another Oracle out. It's really all you can do, kind of. This game. Mana leading in workers slightly, even after all that. So technically, GG Machine kind of sort of holds as he goes to try to take a third base. That Oracle's out of energy, but the other one popping, another one on the way. Don't hate the mass Oracle. It's kind of like all Mana can do, really. Wait, that Ling is getting some work done. Metabolic Boost was researched, I think, behind it, too. It was. Forces the Oracle to use a little bit of energy after that energy recharge, I suppose, if we're looking at the Optimus side of things. Layer on the way, don't hate that. We are supply blocked as a Zerg, but not much we can do against it. The Void Ray, another Void Ray coming. Zergling makes it in. It's going to be Resonating Glaives behind this. What a baller Mana is. He does have Warp Gate research, but no gateways yet. Well, he is the one finishing up, and this is certainly a sight to be seen, this game. Problem is with Resonating Glaives. Okay, he canceled Glaives and went into Blink because he knows there's... I think Mana remembered there's a Roach Warren. This is a bit of a scrappy game, to say the least, as we get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Overlord goes down over here. Not shockingly. GG Machine just can't get a break on his supply, but funnily enough, they're both pretty close. Third base for Protoss is really good right now as the third hatch just finished for GG Machine. Let's look at all the trades through all this. This is a crazy scrappy game. This is what we signed up for, folks. I'm fearing for GG Machine a little bit, but the Blink was a good switch. It did delay, ooh, cheeky stasis ward from Mana. Little Gluck Ornatus. There's a time and a place for it. I always tell you that in tournaments. It's just... I don't know, man. I've said it a million times. You know better. Void Array will not go down because the Queens are too slow after the Ventrals. So basically, we had a German taxi follow-up, which I kind of don't hate. Oracle's going to put some big work in. Queen's trying to slowly walk. We need another Overlord, but the Void Ray's still a factor. Stalker's coming in, going to get some damage. Shield battery's down, but there's no pylon. I love the dive on this, but Blink just finished up. Killing all these probes is all right, but we need a decent standing armory for our Zerg. Ling's coming in, trying to get his surround. But Blink Stalkers can go back. Getting the Mortal's actually pretty big. But the key is he's going to have to kill the hatch. All right, now we got some Queens in here, but we don't have Overlord. Okay, now we're going to have another Overlord. Ventral Sack Overlord coming in. I would rather see... Okay, he's got to do some pickup micro. But he doesn't have creep. He couldn't get a creep tumor so he can get transfuses. And that's really needed. Decent amount of Stalkers. Army supply in favor of our Zerg. And he's going to try to get out, but all these Queens are in trouble. And our Zerg is, again, supply block from that Ventral Sack Overlord number 2 going down. Oracles, we're going to go out to get some damage. But they're going to come back. Oh, wait. I was going to say there was a world where these Queens could come in. There's 2 Void Rays, 2 Oracles, a bunch of Stalkers. Not an insane amount of Stalkers. All right. All right. Oof. The ladies trying to march their way back home. We can't say it anymore. Oh, wait. Oh, dear God. Mana. With the double prismatic alignment, Void Rays killing the 4th. The army over here fighting. This is a scrappy, crazy game. Mana bringing us the cheese for game number 2. Are you not entertained? The world's latest German tag. Actually, all things considered, I was kind of smart to attempt that. Though he didn't get a kill on the third base of Protoss, GG Machine did some damage. Losing the hatch, if he was able to cancel that, would have put him in a way better spot, but unfortunately not the case. Queen's going to try to march to join the party. The one queen, the little trap, but we do have a transfuse. We have another transfuse. The queen is targeted down, but we have more queens coming, more transfuses available. An oracle gets blasted. Robo Bay follow-up for Mr. Mana. And a bunch of stalkers. Glial reconstitution was researched, so we do have our muscular augments coming in hydras. I do like this for GG Machine, as he's getting melee as well. He doesn't have like a... He doesn't have much for in terms of lings, but... He's pushing. Okay, he can get a surround potentially. Not a lot of units at the front line to defend this fourth, but from the back, here it comes to get the... Try to chase that Warp Prism down. If he gets the Warp Prism on the Oracles, that could be really good for our Zerg. I like the Colossus behind us because of the switch to Hydras for mana, but at the same time, there's a lot of roaches. And Colossi just don't do good against roaches. Did we get any units? All the Stalkers survive. Fourth base was going to be attempted. I think Mana's just going to hold off for now, as he should. Colossus is out. Oracles are here. Sentries are here. This is the kind of army you want, or the comp you want for a Colossus follow-up to Blink Stalkers. Sentries, Blink Stalkers, nice force fields for Mana. Yeah, getting away was good. Not trying to be ballsy and taking a fourth base was good, because we've seen many Protoss do that at every level. Like, I'm just going to drop a fourth. Well, that'll go down. Sure as shit. Now we got some Ravagers, though, for the force fields, etc. Drops a pile on one. Ravs definitely needed, but low-key, Roach is still needed for Colossi. Colossi just Shrek through Hydras for a while, but one of them will fall. Oh, no, nice Warp Prism micro from Mana. Oof, GG Machine is going to need to retreat and kind of lick his wounds a bit. Oracles were trying to get damage behind this. I don't think they really did. It's kind of hard to tell for me at this point. Wow. We are gaming. Psionic Storm coming is kind of rough, too, as we do get another Colossus on the way. GG Machine at 55 workers. Low-key, he's been working into this stuff, and obviously the kid can macro. I'd like to have seen him get an infestation pip, but considering he was cannon rushed and considering he had to hold things, I'd rather see him at like 66 drones, or, you know, at least 60 drones with this. But right now, getting that army up is about all he can do for a bit. It's just taking these fights can be rough. Okay, yeah, there's still sentries. You got to be careful where you go. Oh, the stasis ward! Ah, no! Sure, no, he doesn't see it! That's a lot of the Zerg army. Oh, man, that is rough for GG Machine. But on the other side is a hit squad to the third base. Okay, do we get a couple stalkers or a stalker even? Nope. Yep, but we're going to lose some more units in the process. It's literally just Roach Hydra Ling with +1 melee, +2 range attacks, +1 melee. He at least has the Hydra upgrades, but it's very layered tech heavy Zerg. Supply block to Mana. Okay, how does this work out? He makes most of the army up here. Gets some big, no, he almost gets some big corrosive biles. Psionic Storm's available. That's a problem. Those are some big juicy storms, but they don't land. It's dodged. Another storm was available. Does he get the Colossus? No, he does not yet. He's going to eventually, I'm sure of it. Certainly he's going to get that Colossus. Sick micro from Mana. That Colossi is going to fall, but at the cost of all the Zerg army. GG Machine was unable to drone really behind this. He did fix his saturation, and it is a 4-hatch Zerg, but without the ability to tech out of it, I don't know. Mana's on +3. Psystorm, extended thermal lance, and blink. I guess the only good thing is there's no charge right now, so Zealot and run-bys and stabs aren't a thing. Adepts could possibly come out, but there was a big delay on Mana's 4th. It just... GG Machine's just now droning. Again, doesn't have the economy for an infestation pit to go into Hive Tech. We're 15 and a half minutes in the game. Yeah, I mean, GG Machine was trying. It's just the... That was actually really good defense from Mana, but... Real talk, scrappy start for both of them. I think GG Machine was at a little bit of a disadvantage there for a bit. Mana did get some good work done, but on the other side of it... Okay, who needs charge? He's going to go for charge, obviously, but... Quite the late charge lot attack. Zealot's getting cleaned up. Queen's coming in the main. Oh, we don't have an Overlord to scout this. I think he knows, but here comes... Okay, the Death Ball's on the other side. He's going to need to leave some army elsewhere. Charge is a long ways... Not a long ways, but for right now, it's situationally a little bit further back. No War Prism. Nice snipe on the Prism from GG Machine. But here comes the Death Ball coming on this side, and GG Machine's posturing on the left. He's going to need to defend. I don't think he wins a base trade too heavily over here. He sees some of the army. Yeah, Stalker warping. It's a rough map to expand on, but a nice cancel from GG Machine nonetheless. He was only able to muster out a few more drones. Can't take a 5th. Could try. I mean, he could have tried to take that, but on this economy, it's kind of rough. The Observer out means this creep's getting cleared, but GG Machine's going to try his best to go fight. Hydra's eating some storms. I think there's going to be another one available here in a very shortly. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Another storm available for Protoss from Mana. Oh, Mana, what are we doing? Going into his own storm shield battery to be drained, but... Oh no, Storms and Colossus right here. But awkward... oh my god. Very awkward fight, but the Colossi fall. Another Storm is going to spell rough sauce for GG Machine. Another Storm. GG Machine starting to bleed out on units here. It's looking rough for Zerg, but I gotta say, he did a good hell of a job holding... or finding some counter damage with a cannon rush, and even making a game where he's not quite on... It's high tech. He's trying to get units out, but it's so much Protoss. Zealots coming in behind us is going to be rough. All the transfuses used pretty much right here. GG's called. Mana's going to take game number 2. Now, in between scenes, I don't mind Tangia. Ay, 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 ay. GG. Sick game, though. Sick game, though. Oof. All right, ladies and gents, it is the best. I should have updated that. I literally had Wardy up before, and I saw that for a second, and thanks to MJG for correcting me, and Eddie probably was trying to. All right, anyway, this man's up 2 points. Come on, we got to see a little break from the trend. Everybody wants to see more games. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner in the blue, representing Team Liquid, it is Mr. Mana. His opponent in the bottom right in the green, it is GG Machine. Good stuff. And again, a big thank you to Eddie, to Ladder Legends, to Winner, I haven't pulled up this stuff, Eddie. I'm sorry. We have games back to back. I tried. It's been a scuff start, but it's okay. We have a second challenger bracket, I believe, too. It's hella late for Eddie. I never know because Eddie's always working hard. GG Machine going. Oh, you want to hatch block me? I'm going to hatch block you. Oh, yeah. Screw your Nexus. And he's just going to go for the hatch block variety where he can get his hatch. And he's going to force a lot of lost mining time. That's a good amount of probes for this pull. So effectively, we have one. That's, my goodness, that's 8 workers not mining technically because the one's going out for scouting and harassing and what have you. That's a good income lead for GG Machine. It compensates for the chrono boost. But he is going to have to cancel this. GG Machine, cancel! Does it the last second, gets the Evo even. That makes even more lost mining time. It does cost him some money. But the 74 minerals versus this lead in economy is well worth it. Oh, no! Oh, GG Machine, you were leading. Okay. Okay, I'm not so sure about this one now. It wasn't even a pool first. Mana doesn't need to go for his Stargate before, but he does. He could have taken a Nexus. Geez, how you doing, Visionary? Welcome, guys. Come on, GG Machine. You can take a game, but I don't know what that start where he loses the Evo chamber after. That is very rough. Little bit. Okay, so we're at like a 12. No, we're not. Actually, with the Adept, with the Stargate, with the second gas, this is longer than a 12 pool Nexus timing. I mean, you could have one there theoretically, depending on what happens, but in my mind's eye, it's like 230 thereabouts. Oh, probe even. Yeah, is he going to try to drop a Cyber Core? Is Mana going to try to do him dirty and drop a Cyber Core? I think the answer is maybe. Metabolic boost is a far cry from being done. That Adept's going to get this drone for sure. Uh-oh. Nope, not guess just not. That menacing probe, Dennis the Menace, has fallen. We have one queen to defend. That's about. Oh no, the drone. GG Machine fell for it. He took the bait. Queen's gonna try to defend. Oh man, this is going rough for GG Machine a bit, but Mana is supply blocked for the moment. Yeah. Very rough start for GG Machine, where I was kind of liking a bit. The Adepts even saved. GG Machine goes, you know what? We're going to let this extractor finish right here. Oh my god, this is crazy. Adept finally going to go down as we take a look at this. Oh my goodness. Oracle coming in, getting some work done here. Behind it, Queens. Trying to get this behind it. Very scrappy game here as we have a Ling run by attempted from Mr. GG Machine. That being said, it is a little wild here. All right, on the other side of it, the Oracle is going to be trying to dance, but does take a bit of hull damage. All right. GG Machine getting some work on the other side, trying to breach this wall with the Adept. The Adept just shades out. Nice defense from Mana, saves this Adept. The Adept does have 4 kills. That being said, some decent creep spread going on as we get into it. Resonating glaives coming for our Protoss, man. Nice. Hey guys, can I tell you a secret? Just because I have everything up, because you know when you got other people on and stuff, you go on and check it. I feel like Wardy's following my observing. I mean, does that mean I'm a decent observer, or does that just mean Wardy's tired? I think I'm getting a little better from time to time, but I'm going to say that and jinx myself. I have many mistakes I make because my freaking desk setup. This Overlord almost in trouble too. Glaive Adepts is honestly not a bad idea. Oh, the surround's huge on these Adepts. Do they go down? They do. 2 Adepts is pretty good. GG Machine's gonna have to vacate the premises. All right, behind this, we do have a layer. We do have a Hydra den. Uh-oh, Hydra's against... yikes. I am not a big fan of this situation. Hydras take longer to get out. Oh, wait, he got a Roach Warren. Glial Reconstitution coming. What needs to happen is a scout for Zerg. Fortunately, there's an overlord right here. This may force out some roaches. It is going to. GG Machine needs roaches yesterday. So a roach hydra follow-up could be good, but GG Machine had quite the delay on his natural hatch. And this could be like almost the world's fakest third in the world. However, these adepts going to make their way in with resonating glaives. Beautiful Evo chamber block from GG Machine. However, he is a little confused of where he wants to pull the drones. Okay, Shade is going to commence into the main base. Nice surround with the drones. I actually don't hate that in a way as much as he's going to lose some. The combined DPS, the roaches, the queens, the drones. Though 18, I say that, more drones falling in the third base. Mana's just everywhere. Is this just going to be it, guys? We'll see. Can GG Machine somehow stay in this? He's at 36 workers. 21 workers is rough to lose. Behind it, we have a blink and +1 follow-up, but just a lot of damage going down. Galil Reconstitution going to finish behind it as well. And my God, this is just a massacre. GG Machine's a good player, though. You got to hand it to him. I'm impressed with a lot of his play. Mana feels like he's bullying today. In fairness, GG Machine did lose that Evo chamber on the cancel. He lost the drone in the Evo. That does set you back a little bit. And Mana had the pylon block in the natural. And the first adept got some kills, so it's kind of spiral. GG Machine drone beyond this? You mad lad. All right, I don't necessarily hate this, except for the queens are out of position. The Oracle's going to get all sorts of work, but do they get... Oof. That Oracle survives with just 2 HP. Oof. All right, behind it, what do we got for an army? Couple Zealots, a Stalker. The Oracle's going to come back behind this GG Machine. Does have his... he doesn't have any Hydra upgrades yet. He's researching muscular augments. There they are. The very injured Oracle scouting around. Overlord going... Or Overseer going down. That's actually kind of big, but 3 Changelings are dropped. Immediately to their death. They go. I like GG's position... GG Machine's position this game in terms of drones more. But weirdly enough, because of the pressure, the Stalkers... If he's able to do anything... obviously, he's got to pump units right the hell now. He's going to lose it. Oh, he's already supply blocked. He's going to be extra supply blocked. He needs units, but should he survive? I wouldn't hate... Okay, he's going for a 4th hatch. I almost was going to say a macro hatch may not be a horrible idea. And the follow-up is, of course, Immortals and a Templar Archives. GG Machine kind of in an awkward position with his queens. He's trying to spread the creep, but... Oh, nice... That was a beautiful cancel, honestly. Muscular Augment's not done just yet. It's got 4 seconds to go as we get into this. And the Stalkers kill yet another Overlord. Oof. I am feeling for GG Machine this game. I know that's illegal, guys. I'm not allowed to root for Zerg. I want a game number 4. It's not true. How many times have you guys heard from me? When I'm casting and not playing... How many times do I root for Zerg? Especially when Daddy Dark comes back. Oof, a 4th base going down for Mana's. Good move for him, but real talk, GG Machine did manage to get a good drone count this game. He's going into a lurker den. I hope he gets an infestation pit when he can. Obviously the next choice, because layer tech lurkers are next to useless. Situationally, I guess they could work, but I mean, at this level, no shot. Oh, my hand's slipping. I'd called it. I jinxed myself. 4th hatch finishing up over here. Oracle's kind of doing their thing. Behind it. We got a massive Protoss force. As we do have upgrades finishing up. We got the +2 ground weapons. GG Machine just on his +1 ranged attacks. Creep spread attempting to go out in the front line. And we'll see what happens here. As we get into it. Alright, I don't hate the Spore, but this is a massive Protoss army. Nice scout with the Ling. GG Machine as he tries to get a 5th hatch. Lurkers are out. He does have Hive Tech only, but Lurkers could be pretty good. Is there any form of detection? There's 1 Oracle, and that's it. No Observer. Lurkers might be good if this... Wait. Oh no, all the Hydras are out. This base going down could be rough. Zealot run by over here in that 5th base. Lurkers coming on the high ground. Lurkers trying to get downtown. Storm's going to kill some Lurkers, I think. GG Machine has layer tech. There's nothing he could have done in the timing. Okay, they're going to survive for now, but another Storm can make this rough. Two hatches go down. I think one fell. This Ling, Roach, Hydra Roach push actually does some work over here a little bit. I wouldn't hate him killing. Well, he's going to focus on defending, so I don't hate that from GG Machine. This game feels like it's gone on for a lot longer for how much shit's happened. Real talk, but the fact that these Lurkers are revealed right here are going to be rough for GG Machine. He's going to dive in on the High Templar. That's a smart move, but here comes the Zealots. Spines and all are coming. There's no more. There's one Lurker left. Only one Lurker. That Lurker's going to be paramount against these Zealots, against everything. GG Machine loses the hatchery. That's a kill, not a cancel. And I think we're starting to see the end of this for real, because Protoss did retain the 4th base, and here comes another Zealot Inquisition on the side, as well as the fact that we do have a Warp Prism. Somehow behind this GG Machine managed to get a high, but he's only at 58 workers, not a lot of army, and the Zealots are going to come in targeting the Hydra Den, and he goes, wait, let's just kill more of the drones. Mana making some moves as he's pushing with Stalkers on the other side. GG Machine looks like he's in a world of pain right here. The army's out of position. Queen in trouble. The hatch in trouble. GG. Mana will qualify for the Ladder Legends OSC 2025 World Championship. Oof. Now we got Mindle VK versus Art. A PvP. I'm just kidding. Oof. You guys, do us a favor, support OSC. Use that Ko-Fi link. Consider being a Ko-Fi member to bring on not just this, but all the events during the year. And also check out Ladder Legends, ladderlegendsacademy.com. You already know me. I'm here. You're here. It's a fresh start to the other qualifying series. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, representing Psy Storm Gaming in the red. Give it up for Mindle VK. And his opponent in the upper left, not to be confused with Russian Art. This guy I've seen is, I call him the first Art. Our pink Polish Protoss from Platinum Heroes. It is Art. How's that for an annoying use of alliteration? This could be a banger too, honestly. I kind of am memeing with PvP. It's mostly because the meta it fell into, like Hero commented, I kind of feel similar. I don't like what it's become on the current patch, and the previous patch for that matter, because it seems to be a lot more the Mortal Archon Charge Lock centric. A little less of the explodey boys and disruptors. One gate expands are next to impossible to hold. Max Packs definitely doesn't like that one. Let's be real as we get into it. But no scout yet from it. Art. He's going scoutless. Mindle. Might go for like a proxy robo or something if he sees this. Yeah, there's no scout from Art. Either one of these guys could win. It is a mirror matchup, so. That's when PvP is broken. I mean, I don't hate that part of it. But hear me out, like. Probe getting a little scout here. I just feel like it's not in as fun of a state. Maybe I'm a little biased because it's the one matchup I'm like, all right, can we just bring back the patch in the mirror matchup, like the old patch? We can revert to battery overcharge, to faster void array production, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? Nexus going down for Mindle VK, so he's going double sentry. This is a little greedier, but he is going to have good scouting. Mindle gets the block. And for the moment, nothing's really going to be scouted. With no scout, he's getting away with this because there's no scout. And that's the other thing, like real talk. Mindle even gets the probe out. It's going to be 3 sentry. Ay. He's in a fine spot economically normally, but this faster Nexus is going to be a bit of a problem for Mr. Mindle. All right. Excuse me, guys. All congested in hizzy. So we're in Sentry Wars. However, this hallucination scout might see that Nexus is hell a lot closer to being done. Oh, nice denial of the scout there, but yeah, Mindle's not going to get the full read, but seeing the Robo follow up, so it's 2-gate Robo and a Twilight Council for Art. Mindle might go into the Immortal Resonating Glaives build with the Robo first, as crazy as that sounds. It could just be a big push. Oops, excuse me. See what I'm saying about my keyboard mouse situation? It's kind of rough here. I really got a cable manage, and that's the end of I think I'll just take a day to start planning that out. When I get caught up on some stuff, I'm going to buy some stuff to extensions, different length cables, cable ties, all sorts of shit as we get into it. This shit's annoying as hell. Playing's even worse, but even observing gets impacted. And behind it, we do have Blink coming down for Art. Aside from that, the army supply looking pretty close. Another hallucination scout going out. And another hallucination scout going for the other side. Twilight Council coming in, an observer for Mindle VK, as is Immortal. I'm pretty sure this is going to be Resonating Glaives. Could just be Charge. Could be Immortal Archon Charge a lot. Third base going down for Art. Yeah, I think this is going to be some kind of punishment. With this amount of sentries, another Immortal coming. It's got to be Glaives. Yep, it is. Did I not call it? So here we go. It's going to be 6-gate Glaive, maybe 7. 2 base all in. It's almost like even when I played all that Terran in 2025, I still know how Protoss works a little bit. A cool build. And it could be a build order loss. Where, like, you need Archons, and you need... You really need Archons, in my eyes. I've seen games where Disruptors do alright, but when you're on Twilight, that's really your only option. There is a chance you might be able to get counter damage with DTs. And you need to set up for, like, Base Trade City. Not Base Trade TV, but Base Trade City. We're not talking Rifkin here. Observer sees all. The Immortals, though, kind of slow and clunky. Uh-oh. Hallucination Scout needs to come back. Yeah, he doesn't want to dive up here. The Adepts posturing and waiting. They're going to go toward the natural, but units are here. Zealots coming down. Templar Archives coming down. I think this was actually scouted. 1 Stalker falls. The fact that this is scouted... All right, he's just going into... Blink into charge into Archons. He needs another gas. I mean, in my eyes, just for Archons. But if he spends all of his money on Zealots and Archons, maybe. Because at least the Zealots are good against the Immortals. But with Sentries, Archons blast the force fields, obviously. They counter the Glaive Adepts, but the Glaive Adepts do fantastic against Zealots and Stalkers. Immortals do great against the Stalkers. Alright, so Art is trying to size up the situation here. It's looking a little rough in terms... Well, he's got Defender's advantage, but not enough Archons yet, because that just finished. He could afford to lose a third base if he had to. I'd be like, save workers, too. It sounds crazy, but... With shield batteries, etc., this could be pretty good. Stalker's coming on the back foot. If he gets that Warp Prism, that could be really good. But this Nexus looks like it's as good as dead. I don't think it's going to matter as much, though. There's a good fight. And actually, that's a pretty decent fight. The Probe's pulled in the fight. The Warp Prism goes down. Damn! Look at that counter. The Archons and Sentries versus Sentry, Immortal, Adept, Stalkers. The entire army of Mindel VK is decimated. And it's a 2-worker lead after all that. So now behind this, we got another Forge coming, Robo coming down, Nexus being rebuilt. I don't entirely hate this for Mindel VK. The Robo would be nice to have had for the Warp Prism, or a Proxy Pylon and Gate would be really good too. But that being said, we'll see what happens here. That was actually sick defense from Art. Nice force field, blocking the Immortals down even. Killing the Natural is going to be big. Even if Art loses a lot of workers, which he probably will. Meh. I think Art's okay. Art's leading in everything. GG! Art takes the first game, where I thought it might be a little scary for him. Ends up not being too bad. Oh. No time to stretch. This is live games. This is live StarCraft. I'm gonna run and get some water. Oh no, shit. Damn it, now they're just running into it. Because I think Wardy's following my camera, so I can't use the bathroom. I can't get some water. I just need some water. I'm gonna run and get some water at least. I'm back. Let's get into it. Ah! All right, here we are. Best of 5. And let's go. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of 10,000 feet. Give it up for our red Protoss. It is Mindel VK from Psystorm Gaming. And his opponent in the upper left, representing Platinum Heroes, it is Art in the pink. All right, let's see what we get here as we get into our second PvP. Nothing too exciting just yet. Gates going down for both. Your standard opener. And again, guys, big shout out to Eddie and OSC for bringing us another year of this, and obviously all the sponsors involved, yourself included a little bit. If I was in a position to, I would have done a little more. We're going to have some other events in the future, 2026. Lower League, and I want to try to do something of a Kirktown League as well, which, not trying to... It's I think I got into that point of doing this stuff for long enough where I need to do something other than just like single limit, best double limit stuff. I think we've reached that time on the Dave side. All right, Proxy Pylon. It's just a metagame Proxy Pylon. It's nothing else. Gonna be a little scout. It might be a little annoying to Mindel VK, but he might think it's Proxy Robo or Proxy Stargate. Mindel going to be looking around for this. If you look at the pathing, he is going to find this proxy the metagame Proxy Pylon. The key about that pylon is you want to... it's scouted. For sure. Yep. Probe going down here, looking around. It's going to be a double stalker opener for Mindel. Art may be able to get this probe out. Yeah, it's looking a little dicey. The stalker's catching up a bit. It's going to be a double sentry opener from... Well, okay, he went for the stalker. Probe might make it out of here. Uh-oh. Oh, the pathing. I spoke too soon. The pathing was a little weird. I must feel like he should have just mineral walked back. That being said, Nexus going down for Mindle. Nexus going down for Art. Stalkers. 2 Stalkers versus double Sentry. One used its hallucination. Is going to go scout this out. It is going to be a Twilight Council for Mindle. Sentry's trying to defend it. I think we're just going to see a standard Blink game out of Mindle. And out of Art, he also has a Twilight Council. Mindle's is significantly faster, so he's going to get right onto Blink as we get into this. A little bit of a positional move out from Art. These Stalkers and Sentries. No shield battery down here, but probes could be pulled. Art wants to get some damage. Well, guess what? There's going to be more. Oh, the hallucinated Stalkers come right before the hallucination of the Phoenix catches this. Oof. Art needs to back the hell up. Okay, his 2 more Stalkers coming in, but he's going to be on the low ground. If he can reposition that hallucinated Stalker, might not be too bad. But Blink is significantly faster for Mindle VK. Art, not so much. Mindle going for the shield battery. Art not too worried about it. It is just 2-gate versus 2-gate. Mindle just going for a third base. No, he's not after the Robo. So Robo going down for both of them. It's literally a mirror matchup except for... Yeah, we get the third. Obviously, Mindle's is a little bit faster. It's pretty close. Robo even finishing up a little faster for Mindle. This might be Mindle's game to take it. We'll see. Little stuff adds up, but it all depends. PvP is a wild matchup. What's this probe doing over here? Scouting out for positional move out. Maybe Bunny might be going for like a proxy gate, but not really how this is going. Okay, it's going to be a charge follow-up for Mindle. Let's see behind this with its Twilight Council. Do we get a charge follow-up over here? That's my question. No. Okay, never mind. Not yet. But he will be getting a forge as well. It looks like Mindle is actually just leading this over Art significantly as he gets his +1. Yeah. It kind of evens out in PvP, in fairness. So one thing I will say about Art is he does have a larger army. Slightly, so that's where that money's been going. 29 to 25. It gets kind of tooth and nail. Chrono boost could be a thing. We do have a chrono boost on the forge here. No chrono boost on the forge there. On the side of our pink Polish Protoss. All right. Well, the Observer. Wait. Uh-oh, I think... Nice catch on the Observer by Art. Observers are important, but another one's going to be coming out here in a moment. Well, not in a moment. It's going to take a while. All right, the debris getting killed here a little bit from Arterino. And the blink forward means Blink's on cooldown. He's going to have to be careful. He's going to kill a pylon. Even if all he did was kill the pylon, that's extra damage. He got an Observer. He needs to save his Observer, though. Uh-oh. It went in... it went in harm's way, but still... Little damage here and there, nothing too exciting. Templar Archives coming down first for Art. That being said, we do have sentries going to kill the Adepts. 5 workers do fall. Stalkers just kind of returning in position, and we do have a 4th base coming down for Art. All right. We do have an Archon morph in here in a second, I'm sure. Do we? Archon? Yes, we do. +1 going to finish here in a bit, but we already have +2 coming down for Mindle VK. Or Prism is already ahead as well, but this is the first time we might actually get a higher Archon count out of Art. Double gas, though. Art is only on 3 gas. That's a way to play it. However, that is going to mess with his Archon production, amongst other things. This +2 might be a factor. Art, remember your +2 ground weapons. Oh, man, not like this. There he does. Finally, he remembers it as we get into it. Hallucinated Phoenix is going to go down. We'll see what happens from here as Art is going to set up for a scouter / proxy pylon. Actually, I look at this, too. I like this pylon right here. Art getting in position for assault, but Mindel leads an army supply. War Prism will be scouted. Oh, will it? He's definitely saw it, but not like this. Okay, he's trying to catch it on the back foot. Definitely sees that. He wants to get this War Prism. He might be forced to make it more stalkers than he would have hoped for. This scouter pylon's even going to catch it, too, funnily enough. Great scouting. Great read from Art. Mindel has been playing it pretty well earlier, leading to some it was basically mirror stuffs. But at the end of the day, yeah, that was just a great read. Great scouting information. Zealots and such could catch this. How this pylon could be caught after. And though messing with the supply cap. Actually, Art's leading an army supply. He's going to be a little behind in upgrades. I like the +1 armor, but we'll see what happens in this fight. A pretty big engagement between it all. Observer going down. War Prism is going to be targeted and taken down. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Mamma mia. A scrappy fight. Mindel still has a pretty good army, but at the same time with all these Archons. Okay, never mind. The two Immortals behind us make this rough. I love the hallucinated Archon. Now, Art is a little behind in the fight, but he's going to clean up the Zealots. Okay. Okay. Art lead in significantly. Behind this all, I think there were some worker loss for Mindel. I missed that, but there was something that happened on the other side of it for Mindel. War Prism was recalled. Art going into +3 ground weapons. Mindel going to finish his +1 armor. Armor finishes faster, and you really get that for your Zealots. It might help your Immortals out a little bit. But real talk, it's for your Zealots. +3 takes a lot longer to finish up. We have another... Okay, that's Art's probe. Oh, no. This is scouted. But that's what... Oh, the War Prism goes down. And the Observer. And the probe. Wait, no, that's actually Art's probe. Art again with a massive army supply lead, but the Stalkers, he's going to get out of there and play it safe. A lot of Archons here. This is a fight that I don't think Art should be taking with that many Archons and the Immortals opposing him, because it's all Zealots, basically. 5th base going down for Art. And he's... Okay, they're both on 69 workers. Nice. Let the Twitch memes begin. Decent Zealot flank, but they're again going into those blasts from the Archons, and there's just not enough. It's just pure Zealot. And pure Zealot against Archons, and I don't know, even with good surrounds, it's kind of rough. The +1 armor upgrades actually coming into play. Actually, Art's leading the fight. The battery's drained. Good white War Prism micro from Mindel. Art coming back in. He's getting more Zealot reinforcements. The other Archon falls for Mr. Mindel. But I think... I don't know. This is a close one. It's not like, oh, GG, man. Either way, I think with trades, etc. Because Art is leading in terms of economy because of bases. And right here, the income's a little higher. But, man, I think when this +3 hits, though, that's where things going to be. If that +3 was in, it'd be a different story. Art could keep pumping out the units now. Because the only thing that really benefits is, again, the Zealots, mostly. I'd love to see more Archons come. Oh, we are seeing some back home, it looks like. From Art. All right. What we don't see is a Robo Bay. At this stage of the game, they should both have a Robo Bay, you know, set up for the late game. Maybe a Dark Shrine. It's that kind of stage of the game. Mindel is in a little bit rougher of a position. Going for a proxy pylon. Let's see if this gets in. Art even has a proxy gate going on the corner, so he's going to be able to reinforce, maybe stab this base if it's taken. But yeah. All right, what is this War Prism going to do? A couple Stalkers being warped in here. Okay, I think he noticed what was up. The reason why I was saying the Robo Bay is not so much disruptors and such. It has more to do with... Oh, no, that was a big snipe for Mindel. Mindel, some decent defense there. A lot of Art's armies back at home, and everything in Mindel's is here. +1 plasma shields on the way for... Oh, and a dark shrine for Art. Another warp prism coming in. That warp prism would have been helpful right now. Art's a little lower in army supply, but it ain't much. Wait, Art does have a warp prism right here. Oh, he's going for another warp or what? The deuce? Again, a Robo Bay would be cool because you can get gravitic drive was my point. All right, there's a Zealot warping up here in the upper flank. He's going to go for the third base. There's some static, so a warping might be available for Art. Turum. Photon cannon coming in. Art's worried about this push, and he is going to get it. Don't hate the hold position there is what it looks like. The second warp prism coming in. Oh no, the photon cannon is going to go down. It doesn't matter. There's a higher worker count. I think Art can afford to lose that, and even some probes if he takes a good fight here. He's kind of taking an awkward fight. He's adding the... No, you want to hit the army, not the assimilator, bruh. The assimilator don't mean jack diddly squat. Had he not been fighting that assimilator, I think this would have already been over. But Art with the 2 warp prisms, even having some reinforcements, he cleans this up in the back end. I think Art's going to take this game, too. Yeah, he's definitely going to take this game. We should see it in a moment. The last fight's going down. Nice warp prism micro or not. I think this story was told. Art is going to take it. I'm just going to ask. All right, I'll be right back. The art of Protoss. I want more coffee, but I got water. Ugh. Need to stretch. An old man needs a stretch, here's what I told the guys. And relative to them, I am definitely the old man. Not as much Wardy, but Wardy's also, you know, he's younger than me too. Wardy's like, what, Yeti's age? Alright, here we are. This man seems unstoppable so far, but it is PvP in the pink. He's Polish. He's Protoss. Give it up for Art from Platinum Heroes. And his opponent in the upper left from Psystorm Gaming. Can this man make a reverse sweep? He's going to need to. If he wants to become the challenger, or he needs to take a map, because I think it's the top 3. Give it up for Mindel VK. Going for his gateway here in a moment, as is Art. Art is going to scout this game. Mindel, not quite yet. He's probably going to go, he might go for the whole shebang before his scout. No Scarino. Kind of curious to see what happens here. This is a little important. Okay. It isn't going to be like a 1-gate expand. People still do 1-gate expand sometimes, but it's not usually the other... The, safest plan. Still hold. I feel like 4 gates or something you can hold on a 1 gate expand a little easier. But, you know, if you don't go like Stargate, you go Robo, or you start dropping some gates. You don't usually see 4 gate at this level. Sometimes like you'll see even you know, we've seen it with like Trigger versus Max Packs recently. Hell, I mean, it's been the same kind of shit for years, honestly. In that regard, Trigger's a guy that not to bring up another, it's not for no reason, it's just situationally from 1 gate expanders and not. And oftentimes you'll see people at R2 gate, you know, pretty standard PvP kind of players in that respect, that will take a quicker expand and be punished by like something like a 4 gate or proxy. Proxy Robo is always a good build, but I was hoping to see a game where we get Proxy Robo versus Proxy Robo myself, or something to that effect, but we might see it. Who knows? These guys are opening Stalker Sentry. Shield Battery is just here to wall this off to kill Art's probe. We'll get it. We'll cancel. Probe got a scout, but it's about it. Art going for the faster Nexus this game versus the 2 more Stalkers coming out. A little bit of pressure. Not really. Art gets that Nexus a little quicker. This looks like it might be a Stargate from Middle VK, but he's not gotten it yet. No, he's going for the Nexus. He's banking some gas, though, so maybe he's just going for some more sentries after. Yeah, he is. Could go for a faster Twilight after, but nah, it's going to be a while before he gets the gas. This time, Art is going to be the faster Twilight bringer. The pressure's on. The probe is trying for its dear life to get away, but it will not for the moment. But these 3 sentries again. Oh my god, it's a lot of Stalkers. Shield Battery's going to come in pretty importantly right here for our Polish Protoss. Is Mendel's VK's Nexus not done in time? Oh, look at that. We do have the proxy pylon. Blink on the way for our Polish Protoss. And just a couple of Adepts warping in over here. Let's follow the Adepts. See how this is dealt with. Adept shading in, and we do have a probe in position for the wall. We get a block. It's a nice defense from Art. Art really wants to make his way into the World Championship in the higher spot. We're going to take a look at all that after this game, or after the series, I should say. It is live. Alrighty. We be gaming here. I was hoping Azura or Alex would do good for the Italian side. Not do well. They, you know, I'm sure they played some good games. I was hoping to at least catch them. I'm always rooting for my Italian dudes. Azura and I go way back to the times where I'd always be casting like Azura and Daniello in the Legion Cup. Fuck saying the Vulcan Cup. It's Legion Cup, baby. It's what it all started with. It became the Vulcan Cup. But it was the Legion Cup. And I'm going to die on that hill. Because it's true. It was the progenitor tournament to the Vulcan Cup. Rip Vulcan Cup and Legion Cup. Robo coming down faster for Art. He's going for a Forge. He's going to have his blink in a second. So is Mindel. Observer coming out a little ahead, but kind of like the Forge. I mean, for both. It's pretty... looking pretty mirror matchup, guys. No serious cheese in either of these. Pretty good fights and pretty good games, but... I was hoping we'd get some proxy action here, at the very least. Alright, Adept's getting in. Force Field does trap 1, but I think we're going to see some worker kills. Beautiful blink. 1 Adept is going to be not enough to get damage here. It will be cleaned up by Art. was significantly ahead on workers somehow. The legs are getting researched. The charge for Arts Zealots, a little ahead, but realistically, it's tit for tat. We got faster, +1, more +1 over here. An Immortal coming out. Mindle really needs to get this game. If he gets this one, he will be in place for another case. Oh, Art is going to be going for the gold base. Love it. It could be scouted. Very likely could be scouted, but if he gets away with this, he's going to be extremely in a good spot. Economically speaking. Observer going out. Will it be scouted and will it be dealt with? The answer is not for the moment, because this observer over here is going to get caught. Alright. Art being a little daring with these Zealots, but he's trying to look for a 4th base. Adept's going to shade in from Art over here. He's going to go try to poke the side, but this is a brick wall he does not want to fight into. Adepts do force a lot of lost mining time. Only catching 3 workers, but will he get another? There's no shield battery or anything. No, he will not. Adept will go down. Might have a chance to get 1 more probe. He does get 4. As the Stalkers scurry away. Nexus not quite done yet. We do have a Warp Prism coming out from Mr. Mindle VK. As he goes for the push. Does have a larger army supply. We do have defender's advantage over here. 1 shield battery's done. Another trying to come down over here. Well, it's just a pylon for blocking. Oh, probe's going to scout this. The pylon could be canceled. Alright, there's a Warp Prism versus a Warp Prism, but it's kind of an awkward position to fight in. Warp Prism could come into play on either side, actually, for Micro. Kind of an awkward angle because of the force fields. We don't have an Archon, so we can't breach the force field. And Zealots going into the Stalkers is kind of rough. Still, we do have that gold base. Gold base is going to be pretty good for Art, but he's supply blocked for the moment. He does have a little more supply, at least.
Paused.
Lags. Oops. Little pause, Reno. He's getting some lag. Message deleted. Hello, Johnny Wad. Sibajon. What's up, gamers?
Game resumed.
Alright. 4th base being attempted again from Art, but he can't get it. I don't even think that he should have attempted this. Cancels the pylon. Here comes Zealot warping over here. Zealots do warping, but that's 3 gates going on. Mindle might take this one, ladies and gentlemen. Mindle with a massive army supply. The force fields are brilliant. Decent warping from Art, but I think Mindle might actually get the point. And even with the point, I believe, I could be wrong, that may put him into the challenger position. That Warp Prism really caught him the W here, I think. GG. As they get into it, I'm going to run and grab a coffee for 2 seconds. I won't be able to get Kramer. I won't have enough time. Mindle had to come back. Mindle had to come back. Art is leading. All right, I'm going to run and grab a coffee quick. Well, well, well. Massage deleted. I just saw that. Happy. I saw all the message deleted, and Happy deleted a massage in chat. Aye. Art has been playing phenomenally, but what a comeback from Mindle. Mindle still got it. That was a feisty 3-base push. The gold base didn't come into play. That Warp Prism was a good move. Unfortunately, Mindle did have some lag there at the end, so we didn't get to see that. I didn't even see the Warp Prism coming in. We'll see what happens here. As we get into it, let's see. Best of 5 it is. Let me just get this set up. All right, here we are in the bottom left-hand corner of Old Republic. Oh, sorry about that. If this man takes it, he's got it. It is Art from Platinum Heroes, our pink Polish Protoss. And his opponent in the upper right in the red from Psystorm Gaming, it is Mindle VK. We'll see what happens here. Nothing too exciting just yet. No Gate Scout from Art. Double gas going down. Probius doing his thing. All right. Mindle going across the map here. I slept from 3 a.m. to 4 p.m., from 6 p.m. to 9. Okay, that's weird, Sibajan. Little cross probe action here. Okay, scouts a little earlier from Mindle. Art going out to get his. Looking pretty standard from both. Pylons and all. My mouse is trapped. My mouse is freed. I had my cable tug. See what we get here. Probes. Being probes. Doing their thing. Being annoying. Blocking. See what happens on both sides. The next eye block. Now I'm wondering. Oh, Sentry does kill it, but that is a scout for Mr. Art, but he does lose the probe. Both of them, I think, are just going to go for an Nexus and playing the Sentry game. Art? Mindle? I think they're, yeah. It's going to be pretty close. This is a standard opener, excuse the congestion here. Nice block by Mindle. Let's go, Mindle. I gotta say, I like Mindle a lot. Mindle's a great dude. He does some casting and stuff too in Russian, I know. But what would it be without having a little bit of rooting for the Polish Protoss? Art's been playing this really well. Mindle's an OG. I don't think he even needs... Yeah, he's not going to need that shield battery. Wait, a pylon got killed? Yo! Big dubs for Mindle. He kills the pylon. That's actually consequential. We have a probe here. He can proxy Gate, and Art loses the probe down there as well. It was a Stargate. I didn't even notice that. Void Ray is going to go down, though. Ah, yikes. Art is in a rough spot. I think Mindle has sized up the situation a little bit. Pretty well. He might be able to go for a... Okay, Sentry's killed, but the Void Ray survives with just 1 HP. What a Chad Ray that is. Blink going down for both of them. But I'm kind of curious to see what this probe is up to over here. Is it going to be like a Dark Shrine against the Stargate with a Void Ray out? I wouldn't hate a Dark Shrine there in this case. That pylon, or sorry, the shield battery is still a thing. But guess what? I would hate it when the pylon scouted. The probe gets away, though. That is something. Nice catch by Art. Worker counts even. Everything's looking relatively even. Blink can go either way. We do have another gate going down for Mindle, so he's going 3 gate. So the Stargate is inconsequential. Mindle going for Proxy Pylon. Again, that's Proxy Pylon Part 2. And we might actually see it after. We might see some DTs. And Oracle could be good against DTs, but we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure there's going to be... Okay, at the least it's a gate. Well, we'll see if I'm right. It could be very punishing for Dank Templar to come out. And both these guys have been known to do it from time to time. Every Protoss has been known to do it, especially in tournament form. Just curious to look as we do get a third base. Maybe attempted from Mindle here. Okay, this might be 4-gate blink. I think it is just going to be 4-gate blink. The Void Ray is basically just a glorified paperweight, and it will likely go down. Here's blink is done for both of them. Doesn't even get a prismatic. It only had 1 HP, so we're not shocked there. Alright, well, I think that fight favors our Mindle quite a bit there. Little unlucky for Art. Mindle had this third base. This was just a fake out for a third base if it was even scouted. Now, Art could cancel this. Art maybe should consider canceling. It's just a production problem for Art. That's the big thing. It's all about the production, and it's about the army supply. Art's going to have to back off. A lot of these stalkers are injured. You might want to... Okay, and beautiful... Look at that lightning speed cancel. But that guy's not going to get canceled. Art's really trying to hang on to this third. That's like his linchpin in the game, I feel like. Because it is. Mindle's got a higher army supply. Well, I mean, real talk. It's where you got to consider, is it worth saving it or canceling it? Because it's pretty committed. That being said, Oracle's going on across the map, trying to get worker damage. It's close in fight, but it's going to come down to army. The shield battery's not going to matter now at this point. Oracle's going to try to get damage. Now he's going to land a stasis ward. I don't think that matters as much. I think Mindle might be taking this game. Yeah, mistakes were made. That was actually a good fake out for Mindle. He was pretending to take a third. Don't believe it's scouted anyway. GG. Mindle has brought us a full 5-game series. Well done by both of them. Who will win? We don't know. We don't know. Who will advance? I mean... We'll see. Uh-oh, I lost my monitor. Not my main one, but... Oh, the third place match we got still yet. Yes. Yes. Good stuff. All right, real talk, chat. I don't know who's going to take it. I don't think you guys know who's going to take it. This man was decisively leading earlier on, but in a showcase of feats of strength for Festivus. His opponent has brought us to Game 5. It is Art from from Platinum Heroes. Excuse me. And from Psystorm Gaming in the red. Red like a ruby rock, the map. It is Mindle VK. Coming back in a Festivus miracle in this PvP. Gouda stuff. Well, hopefully we get some Gouda cheese, Happy Stance. I want some cheese, please. For game number 5. I don't think we're going to see it. The last game was just... It was a good build. 4-gate blink could be good if you could pull it off. I remember some years back watching, like a couple of years ago, watching a Jumi stream, and he accidentally built a 5th gate. And he got me thinking, that's what I'm going to do that. He accidentally did it, and I'm like, instead of going proxying your 4th gate, you build 4 gates back home, and you proxy a 5th gate on 2 bases. You go 5-gate blink. Yeah, we'll see, though. We could get a proxy something here still. These guys are too good at reading PvP. It's part of why you don't see it. Anything's possible. I'm really shocked that Art held that, not only held, but decisively held earlier on. The Resonating Glaive Adept Immortal Sentry push of Mindle VK, the 6-gate build in this series. It's a tough build. It's kind of almost like a build order loss sometimes. But if you're going 3-gate and you have the economy, or 3 Nexus, I don't know why I said 3-gate, you have the economy. Yeah, it's about getting those Archons out. Having enough sentries as well. And having the charge lots take the right targets, which are the Immortals. At the end of the day, Adepts cause gas. Zealots don't. And like the last game, it's like a 3-base hold. That last one was a little unlucky for Art, but very well done by Mindle. Oops, sorry about that. Nice little pylon block. Mindle's going to get his Nexus a little faster, so he's going to go a little sentry heavy. For sure. Triple sentry opener. Pylon's dealt with. Art's going to get his Nexus. Art, get your Nexus. Art, get your Nexus. Oh my goodness. Just because he was a little behind. It's not like super big. It's a little big, but it not the end of the world by any stretch. Well, yeah, it's the thing is, he had charge, but at the same time, Smoke Chef, you're absolutely right. Obviously, you can quote micro adepts earlier on, but the problem is Resonating Glaive Adepts, it's the damage point they do to light armor units against Zealots. So if you go Blink Stalker and a charge and you have like 1 Archon, you could be just dead. But you really need Archons, because you're talking it's Immortals, which counter the Archons. They counter the Stalkers and the Archons. When you have enough Resonating Glaive Adepts, it could also be problematic, too, against Stalkers alone. But the Adepts take care of the Zealots, etc. But having the Archons, getting the right position, and having sentries for Guardian Shield, etc. As the defender, if you're taking the 3rd base and playing standard, it's a little different. It's more about the timing, and you know, it's a 2-base all-in when you're going 6-gate. Resonating Glaives after a Robo. Love the Probe Scouts. Oh, beautiful stuff. Nice scouting from Art. No, he doesn't get the high ground to continue to see the tech, but he's looking for positional move out, looking for proxies. He has probes everywhere. Art is gaming over here, maximizing his use for information of them. Look at how much map vision he got. He just scouted almost the entire map, less a few areas for energy. Yeah, Guardian Shield is under. I mean, it depends on the situations, but it is. Hell, in PvP especially, you figure how much of the game is often, you know, ranged units. Theoretically, it could be good in all times. I mean, hell, sometimes we even see it late game PvT. It doesn't do the greatest as you get, you know, you're playing against the 3/3 Terran with Ghost, but if you can land that Guardian Shield, or even a couple before an EMP, you have something to at least give you some kind of protection on your army. For sure. I mean, hell, even against roaches, roaches are tough, but even against roaches in a lot of cases, it could be pretty decent. Roaches, Hydras, you have, you know, other than force fields, some Guardian Shield action to protect, say you're going like Blink Stalker and the Colossus with sentries and Immortals. We saw that with Mana earlier against GG Machine. Or against, yeah, it was GG Machine. Observer is going to scout this little push out, and this is a fight that Art does not want to take, but he doesn't have the information. Guardian Shield is activated. Oh no, the force fields. It's a trap. He loses 1. 2 stalkers. He's gonna lose a lot of stalkers. Youch, this is rough for Art. Oh, Art, not like this. Now this is gonna be a push with 3 sentries. But at the same time, we got a little bit of defender's advantage with the shield battery. That was a lot of losses of stalkers this early on. That being said, stalkers on the other side try to get some worker kills. It's only 2 against some of this. There's an immortal staring this down. The stalkers, you need 4 stalkers to one-shot a probe. Okay, the immortal's finally coming. Art's chasing this down, but okay. Recalls the 2. Okay. Okay, I don't hate this, and we even have fake stalkers. Art, the international man of mystery, is hallucinating stalkers left and right. Takes a 4th base behind this. Okay, he's playing the macro game. +1 in charge about to finish for Mindel means crazy sauce time. Let's take a look at the gate count. 3 and 2. 7 gates are finishing. 6 gates going down. Honestly, we're in for one, that's for sure. The +1 timing could be good, but 8 gate, I think this is going to be like 3 base, all in, very committed. Still, there's going to be a lot of gateways available for our Polish Protoss as well. War Prism coming from Mindel. Yeah, he's really going for that 3 gate. Heavy pressure. This is definitely going to need to be scouted. Okay, no 4th is scouted over there. The pylon's there. Stalker's trying to chase this hallucination scout down. This is +2 on the way, mind you, from Mindel VK as he sets up. He might even just go for a +2 timing and then take his 4th. But yeah, he's moving right out. Art sure as shit needs a chrono boost the hell out of this +1. Killing the rocks, I don't know. It might actually favor his opponent a little bit. There's no Archon, so this is scouted. That's huge for Art. Information is power in this game. And there's a lot of power here. Oh, no. Art, what are we doing, Art? You saw this. He's letting the Zealots get in there. He's worried about the... Nah, I think the real talk is the army supply advantage. I think he's trying to go in the flank with the Stalkers to get the War Prism. A lot of the Zealots are stopped. But he doesn't get the full-on shot. Mindel gonna lose a lot of army here if Art holds this with the... I don't know if Mindel knows. Well, let's see. We're still gaming. Zealots coming in here, killing a lot of probes, but Art has 4 bases. He's still churning out probes behind us. He cleans it up. Art actually had a pretty big advantage in terms of army supply and has his own War Prism, which survived pretty good. Still, Art kind of licking his wounds for a second, but Mindel's the one that really got the worst of it. Art's on 4 bases. Mindel doesn't know that. Art could go... literally assault. The +2 is the only thing Mindel's really going to have as a true advantage. The Immortal survived. A lot of this is good. Yeah, we're going to see some Warpins, but I do think Mindel's going to have to really defend this now. Not a lot of Stalkers, but this War Prism could be a big catch for our Polish Protoss, too, as we have long distance mine into the 4th base. Pylon going down. A lot going down. Mindel has a very inferior supply count. Army supply... looking rough, too. I don't know how Mindel's going to hold this, but can he do it? Well, Zealot's coming in here even on the flank. I don't know. It's not looking too good for Mindel. Guardian Shield is activated. There is a shield battery here. Nice force field to segment some of this off, but this army supply is looking massive for our Polish Protoss. And ladies and gentlemen, as we get into this final fight, I dare say... I believe we're going to see it. A couple of Archons being morphed in is a nice attempt. But unfortunately for Mindel, I believe this is GG. Art takes the lead with a 3-2 victory of that best of 5. Damn, that was actually a pretty good series. We have our first one. Like, we had a lot of sweeps today. And truth be told... Truth be told... Wow, that was weird. Either I'm freaking out, but I just had this, like, echo. There's no effects. Must have been how my headphones, like, moved on my ear and some kind of vibration shit. That was odd. That was a good series. So, with that being said... Wait, Mana gets a walkover on Art? What? Art conceded against Mana after all that? He doesn't want to try to go for the other side? What? He doesn't. He's all PvP'd out? Are we for real, or is he too tired? Did he have? He might have something to do. Art, why did we quit, bud? Why did we quit, Art? GG Machine versus Mindle VK. Well, Mindle's still in it. In the third place match, which is that best of 1 or best of 5 too? Dang. Art didn't want that mana smoke. A damn shame. A damn shame. Art played so well, he advanced and then he forfeit. So we got Mindle VK versus GG Machine in our third place match. It is getting late for them, I guess. Some of them might be later, like our Russian players, but we'll see. Reverse sweep. No, Art. And when Art led at first and he took it, but after Art decided to concede. So Mindle VK still has a shot at making a placement spot. Well, no, Art did. Let's see. We have our third place match. So I think Art still qualified. He just didn't want to play against Mana. And the winner of this qualifies toward the championship as well in our first challenger bracket. All right, here we are. I don't know what this is. I'm going to lead on to Wardies to take a look. Is this a best of 1? Is this a best of 5? I'm not sure. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Winter Madness in the red probes. Give it up from Mindle VK from Storm Gaming. Oh, wait, shit. You guys couldn't see it. Mindle VK and his opponent in the bottom right. Ha! It is GG Machine. Our Zerg in the green. I hadn't had my scene on. Rip. Alright, here we are. Stay gateway going down. Gate scout from Mindle VK. Hatchery go. Oh, he sprayed. How cute. Little apple juice spray right there from our Zerg. As the probe comes out across the map. We shall see what happens. Nothing too exciting. Hatchery's already down. Obviously, it's a gate scout. You're not really trying to do more than be more economic. All right, so other than that, it's some gas. Literal mineral harass, perhaps, from Mindle VK. This one could be a banger. GG Machine was playing pretty good against Mana. Mana was pulling out every stop, every trick he could think of. And she'll see what happens. Alrighty. As we continue on, what do we got here? Bro poking and prodding. It's very standard opener for both. That's about it. Mindle just keeping his probe out here to keep an eye out with whether or not we're going to see the third hatch being taken. Metabolic boost being researched. Our queens being built. Ling's poking around trying to defend the third. Probe poking over. Okay. Mindle knows what's going to happen. He wants to go in for attempt at a block. It's a little teeny block. But does want to try to escape if he could. Unfettered. Here comes the Adept coming across the map. So the Ling's going defense. Adept going back. Probe going home. Queen going to guard. confirmation of the third base from the Adept. That's about it. Second Adept coming out. We got Warp Gate coming. This does not look like it's going to be your typical... that is... I think we might see a Void Ray. It is going to be a Void Ray from Mindle VK. As the Adepts group up. See what happens here. Just to cancel. Third base about to complete. As the Overlord is kind of prepping in for a scout over here. Got our Twilight Council coming from Mindle. They might be going for like a charge lot attack. Ooh, GG Machine coming in for some Ling aggression to size up and see the situation. The Adepts trying to defend this back a little bit with a Void Ray. You don't really have the defense of an Oracle. Where's the Void Ray? Okay, he finds it. Adapt Micro, hello. Okay, Mindle is going to get some damage. Oh, that's a canceled third. Very well done by GG Machine. He cancels the third base. It's exactly what you want to see. It's Resonating Glaives. Or Resonating Daves, as Sibajon would say. As he made that emote. Can we get a Resonating Daves emote? For old Dave in chat. It's that free emote, by the way. I like the Spore from GG Machine, but guess what? It doesn't matter. Normally I would like it, but this is a good fake out from Mindle VK. Did have the delayed third, but it looks kind of standard so far. That being said, there is Prismatic. Well, these Overlords are pretty close to Queens. I don't think that's going to matter. This one might be in some trouble. Oh, fourth hatch getting denied is pretty big. That drone goes down. That's enough of a catch for Mindle VK, honestly. I was going to be an early fourth base. Tie Hard. I think Resonating Daves is, it's like a better TTV emote or something. Or 7TV, one of those. Thank you, Fractal and Happy. Yeah, it's it. Resin Eating Daves. Ha! Bro. Alright, we got a Robo, a Forge coming, a lot of Adepts. The only downside to the Stargate versions of these is you don't have a Warp Prism. And there's Roaches coming out, a fair amount of Lings. GG Machine should be able to defend this, I think. It all depends, though. There is a chance of good damage, but you really got to save the Adepts. If you can't get damage, you need to save the Adepts in transition, but there's a Robo coming. There's a lot coming in here. The Adept's going to go into the wall, into the choke, trying to force the fight into the choke. Going to shade out, but with all these Roaches here, it's kind of rough, and the Lings even maybe getting us around. Adept's going to get a few workers, but again, you got to get a lot of damage done, or try to save the Adepts if not. So he is going to get somewhat of decent value here. We'll look at the trades. In total, 9 Adepts kill, 11 drones, 13 Lings, an Evo chamber, and an Overlord went down earlier. Overseer going to go scout this out, as we do have an Immortal coming into it, and Blink behind this. And what's more important is now we have the counterattack. This is why you got to keep the Adepts alive. As Protoss, you really aren't going to have much to defend here on the other side of it. Alright, so GG Machine decides to back off. He's really, honestly, if he postured in and pushed the center, it would be a little better. He's going to try to go into the third base. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think with the Roaches leading, he would have done a little more. But he's playing it safe. He's going to go back home. He's going into his +1 range attacks, his Hydra Den. He did manage to get that fourth base up. So GG Machine's just fine, truthfully. Doesn't really have to go crazy. Okay, it is a best of 5. I didn't realize that. Sorry, folks. Reason hating Dave, he switched to Protoss. I switched to Terran. Excuse me, Aston, but I need to reclaim my Protoss glory and filth. There's nothing filthy about Protoss unless you play like I do. That is a reason enough to hate much and smoge hard. MJG, say I'm glad I got a laugh out of you guys finally. Fractal's like, I don't know, that's why I'm here. I can already imagine that. Yeah, I'm just correcting Aston. Aston came in a little later, but Aston's more like Baston. He came. I remember how he came in too. Some of you I forget over time, but it's amazing how many people the regular crew, or when it comes in at times. Aston came in from Psychons. I'm gonna lie, you like your Terran? I need to get my yak together in all the races, but I really want to. I need to spend time off stream to play when I'm like feeling like doing it some days. That's what I'm getting at. But I think at this time I get a larger shot of it finally. Really like to push a record high for Dave with my Protoss, because it would be nice to get fake GM, but I think real talk, I could, if I'm lucky, I can get Masters too. Big push from our Zerg, but Colossi will be coming out soon. It's a lot of Roaches, a lot of Ravagers, a few Hydras with this will help with the token Void Ray, but... Oh, okay, there already is the Colossi here. It is possible this fourth base goes down, but we have the Infestation Pit coming. Groove Spine's a little late. We got the Lurker Den. So we do have a pretty good set of macro on a GG machine. Pretty good hold from Mindle. So he's getting his fourth base. This wall is both really good for Ling Run buys. I like that, but at the same time, the trade-off is against like the Roach Ravager or Hydra Headbutts, Lurkers. You lose your production. In the late game, you have a good shot of losing your production. Yeah, GG machines pretty much maxed. That'd just be facts, MJG. That do be facts. Yes, we got our world's latest glial reconstitution being researched. Look at this, guys. That's really late roach speed. Anyway, Templar Archives coming down. We'll see what happens here. I think skipping that was pretty good. Oof, Lurker time. It's Lurker time. That being said, our Protoss force is looking pretty big, but Mindle VK is only at 68 workers. So if he can trade efficiently, he can get a large army. As I was concluding Protoss, like when I would play against Pi, this is how I used to play it in previous patches, especially, was... if you get to a point where, well, usually it's dependent when you lose things, etc. Oh, he doesn't have detection. There's no observer. There's no oracle. The observer's being built, but at the same time, the fourth base is assaulted. A recall is forced. And that should be enough to take care of this Roach Ravager hit squad. However, corrosive biles could be deadly. Nice dodge on the biles with the Colossus. Beautiful force fields. The Archons and all come in to clean house. Biles are dodged. Nice defense from Mindle VK. But my point is, look at this. The army supply can keep growing and growing. If Protoss stays at that worker count, still has a decent economy. You can just get to this, like, an overwhelming amount of Protoss is going to just destroy the Zerg. The thing is, Lurkers be good with upgrades. Seismic Spine's coming in. We got a Spire behind the Sinitis. GG Machine's really good at his late game tech. With Vipers here, and a late fleet Bacon, this could be kind of rough. Spine's going down, but this is going to allow time for the reinforcements to go back to defend this fourth base of GG Machine. Roaches and Hydras and everything else going to try to defend otherwise, but we'll clean up the Zealots. And kind of a scrappy fight here. Nice blinding clouds from GG Machine. And Mindle VK has lost his forces. That's one way you can do it, is Lurkers. Imagine Lurkers. The two Immortals coming in after. Oh, gets another Lurker, actually. That's pretty big. At this point, with all the Lurkers you can kill and get out, it's pretty good. But now, here's more Lurkers. Mothership coming down. I like me some Motherships, but truth be told, I think we need some Tempest for the Vipers. Not that we have, you know, Vipers are the immediate concern for the moment. Hydra's gunning down the Void Ray. As crazy as it sounds, the Void Ray can be pretty good in some of these cases. Another snipe on another Viper. But I think Mindle might not have this one, ladies and gents. Too much is getting lost. The Observer stands, but all these Immortals going down. A couple Colossus and some Stalkers trying to get some work done. But the range of the Lurkers, just too good. Mindle's going to try to hold on here. The Colossi are great against the Ling Hydra. However, a couple Roaches in here even tanking for the Hydras and the Lings. It's really hard to kill Lurkers with Colossus. You just need to be insanely ahead effectively. Fractal out here. Ay. Can understand going against the Zerg. GG. Reconstituted Glials. The Glials. True. That was a good game from both of them. It was a little scary, but realistically, why it works out that way a bit is many reasons. It's because the army composition. Lurkers just kind of hard counter that. If there were like, I think if there were like a couple more immortals, theoretically, or if there, truthfully, there's no detection at first. If there was an oracle with that after, maybe, you know, like he might have been able to pick off some of the lurkers earlier on, but Mindel was in a good spot for army supply. However, he just didn't have the right units. And this man is here trying to get another point in his best of 5. This is our last match of the day for the DaveTesta Challenger of the Ladder Legends OSC 2025 World Championship. The Challenger bracket. And yeah, he's going for Pylon. And anyways, opponent in the upper left, we got GG Machine, who has the dub. Probe going for a hatch block. We'll see what happens. GG Machine can be cheeky sometimes. I feel like Oh, he should have just committed. Oh, yeah. Damn, on this map on Ruby Rock. That is good. He forced a block to the triangle third. Wait, or did he? Oh, GG Machine. He's going to cheese the Protoss, ladies and gentlemen. Can he get there in time and detected? The answer looks like yes. Our Zerg is going for a proxy hatch and still gets his hatch. He says, you hatch blocked me. You blocked my hatch. I'm going to hatch block your Nexus. Double gate response, which, well, honestly, you might want to poke around and see when the pool timing is. There's no spawning pool yet, mate. You don't need to double gate. He's setting up like it's a 12 pool. Or like a 14 pool proxy hatch or something. Whatever variant. So, I mean, in a weird way, you can kind of be a little aggressive, but I don't hate the Zealot. He's going for 2 Zealots. Yeah, I think he's just trying to prepare for cheese, but real talk. It's not as cheesy. It's not a pool first build. A little bit of a misread from Mindel, but he's going to have his Stargate first, I guess. Still, I wouldn't have hated some probe pulls. It's literally a 12 pool response kind of situation from Protoss. And realistically, he should have pulled a couple. Well, no. Okay, forced to cancel. What he needs to do is get a block on the Evo chamber drop, or another hatch. And it is going through. The depth's going to get the drone. Only good thing is the drone's going to be there, I guess. He's very likely to go into an Oracle first. Or a Void Ray, but really you're going to want an Oracle against this stuff, but there's going to be more Queens coming. Well, their first 2 Queens. The pro is the really only pro is you got your Stargate first, you got some stuff. Oh my god, that drone's still alive. The drone still lives. Striking nuisance and fear into the brain of GG Machine. So, there's a couple things you can do. Here's the Protoss. You just pressure. You got to try to force a cancel on the third or get some damage. Maybe get in a position where you can kill a queen. But there's a lot of Zerglings coming in. Metabolic boost is coming behind this as the shade is canceled. Creeping spread. Third base getting pressured. With nothing coming out of the Stargate. Well, okay, there's the Oracle. With the Oracle, too, he could maybe get some queens. I think this is a force third. Yeah. That's a big force cancel on the third. He could recall. The drone still lived for now, but will it survive? That's the question as we see the drone return home with it.
Hey!
SW Pro. thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream, buddy. Make sure you follow SW Pro. Hope you're doing good today, buddy. Lings. Beat 2 out of 4 GM. Nice. The recall in the main base is not the ideal spot, but there's no energy. Oh, man, all these Lings, they're going to kill the gate. He can't get there fast enough. The Oracle's trying to come in. It's a lot of forced aggression, but a third base coming down for a Zerg. Yikes. That'd be rough sauce here, yar. We've had some pretty decisive wins here. Okay, why is he leaving the pilot? Cancel the pilot. Cancel the pilot. He's going to leave the... Okay, cancels it. You can re-wall with a gate again. It's going to be resonating glaives. And in this case, with a canceled third base, I think it kind of works out, but it's going to be a very two-base Protoss, kind of. Doesn't have to be, I guess, but I think it's exactly what we're going to get, because there's a lot of Lings out, etc. It's a delayed third, so it's not the end of the world. If we get a drone cycle, that could be pretty good for our Protoss. But at the same time, Roach Warren's going down for GG Machine. Oracle's trying to get some damage. This one got 5 kills. 7 drones and 7 Lings going down is not too bad, but you did take a bunch of hull damage. I'd say that was worth it, though, for our Protoss. Lings dancing. A Roach is coming. I think GG Machine knows what's up. Okay, yeah, very late third base. I don't hate him taking a third now, though, at the same time, but you just see a counterattack. I almost wouldn't hate just, like, abandoning ship on the assault. Maybe just do a light adept pressure and leaving the rest back home. Because of how this played out with the canceled third and the aggressive Zerg delayed spawning pool. Oh, Oracles. Hello? Okay, that's not bad that he only used 1, because... Alright, Adept's coming out, but we do have 5 Roaches coming. Overseer looking over here. Oops. Adept shading in. Do we have the bait and switch? We get a Creep Tumor. Nice cancel. Right, Mindle VK is playing this pretty cautiously. Adept should clean up the Zerglings. At least some of them. Nice cancel. He's going to retreat back to the third base. I think that's actually the safest play he could do here. Galil Reconstitution on the way for our Zerg. The blink and +1 follow-up. More gates coming down. That being said, we do have a Baneling that's coming for GG Machine with our +1 and Galil Reconstitution. Alright, maybe we're going to see a little bit of an assault. Some Lings scurrying across the map. Getting some information here. Third base is pretty defended right now for the moment because this army's not pushing across the map and ain't moving yet. Yeah, you did. SW Pro, you definitely missed out. We had a cannon rush from Mana. It was a greasy game, and that was actually a sick game, really. GG Machine, I think, did really well. It was scrappy, it was fun. It was definitely stressful, probably on both sides as it played out for a bit. I still think GG Machine played it out well, considering his spot. I don't even think he had to be as cheesy as he was. He could have taken his triangle third and been fine. All right, Blink's finished for Protoss, +1's finishing as well ahead, but we're going to have ranged attacks for the Roaches. No other follow-up. We don't have an Immortal. We have a Warp Prism coming. This is a bit of a daring play, because now we're at 72 drones, 4th base for Mindle, because he's only on 3 base economy later. Doesn't have the army supply, and this is already a massive Zerg army right here. Look at this, Ling Bane. Melee might have been a little better, I feel like, but, I mean, not when you're going up against Resonating Glaive Adepts, I don't hate that concept from GG Machine. He's setting up for the Stalkers. Centrifugal Hook should be pretty good, though, as they will be finishing up in a moment. Protoss man is pushing, landing some stasis wardies. Another stasis as we do get into this, and the fight is going to be taking place here. See what happens. Oh, nice force fields, but the Banelings come crashing into the Adepts. The Adepts are important for Lings, but guess what? Some of the Adepts are saved. Warpin is going to be available in a second. It's expensive to lose a bunch of Banes, but we're going to see even more Banelings coming in. Force fields are not available. Adepts trying to shade out are not going to be able to do so. I don't hate the Warp Prism went back. Beautiful stasis ward, however. Now, the thing of this is, should Mindle remember, he could always warp in Adepts if the Ling Bane gets taken out. What GG's called, well, GG Machine is forcing out those GGs. GG Machine takes it with a proxy hatch game. And that be that. That be that. Alrighty. This could be over. GG Machine might not be. He's like younger Yakov. I feel like GG Machine, no? He's on the Yakov team. We have younger Yakov here. Or is he older Yakov? Older Yakov is who the hell did that? I don't know. But anyway, here we are. This man needs to do another reverse sweep if he wants to advance. Can he do it? He seems to be struggling against his opponent. From Storm Gaming, give it up for Mindru VK, our red Protoss. And his opponent in the upper left-hand corner in the green, Zerg Drones, give it up for GG Machine, our Ukrainian Zerg, against our Russian Protoss on Taito Citadel. Okay, he's trying to go for a hatch block again, and he will. Wait. What? Okay. Oh, he's like, you know what? I can't beat him straight up, so I'm going to go for it. No hatch block this game. He's going for the 2-gate cannon rush. It's definitely not going to be a flower. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be flower. This is going to be a 2-gate cannon rush. Is it going to be a flower? Oh, Coco would be... It's a kind of flower. It's a semicircle. I'd like this better if it was a flower, but he's going for it. Full stop. 4-gate. The 4-gate express. We're all ancient Yakov. Oh, buddy. The cheese is here. This is very much all in. And so far, there's no scout from our Zerg. It's going to be a hot minute before he sees this. Let's see this Overlord positioning. He's looking for, like... Where's the probe? Maybe it's just a no scout, says GG Machine. So far, he's not scouted us as we have 3 zealots coming. We wanted cheese, and the cheese is delivered. An extra cheese pizza for chat. It's a kind of... It's like a semicircle. What up, Yeti? It's more of a semicircle than a flower. Welcome to the DaveTesta Challengers bracket of the Ladder Legends OSC 2025 Championship. What a tongue twister of a name. But thanks to Eddie for the shout outs on sponsors here. I guess winner sponsor number 3. Zealots are going to move in with the probe. I love that there's a probe pulled here. Yeah, Zealots wanted to go into the spine is a good idea, but it's a lot of lost mining time, even if nothing's like dealt. You want to get damage done with the 4-gate, obviously, but I don't hate the hold position there with those 2 Zealots. Zealots and the probe coming in to fight. Ling's coming in the back. The Queen's getting chased down. More Zealots coming out. And you know what? 5. The thing is, you want to get the spine if you can. What the hell? That probe still survived for a minute, distracting a little bit. Lots of lost mining time for our Zerg. It's the 4-gate. Oh, no. The spine's going to finish. The second one's going down. The spine finishing makes... I think this is going to be GG ban. Will the spine fall? It will, but there's that other one already there. More Lings in production. Another probe in production. Woof. Damn, GG Machine with some good defense here. Well, I think Mindle is not feeling the PVZ. 2 spines going down. Honestly, if Mindle sizes up the situation, he could try to like wall off. I don't know. There's a lot of random stuff you can do with the 4-gate when it doesn't work out. Some of it is the follow-up, getting gas, etc. He's obviously gonna continue to build zealots. He's gonna have to recall some. If he kills the hatch, then recall some zealots, he should be okay. Microing that zealot. Oh my god, look at that. Yikes, you don't want to take this fight uphill. He should recall. Like, there is a world where you leave some, you just keep producing, but you build gas and cybercore, and he's gonna kind of have to consider this. Honestly, it's a damn lot of zealots. He has an opportunity to maybe get some damage, but he's just gonna recall. Well, he only recalls 2 zealots, alright? If he denies the base... It's okay, 2 zealots and some probes is actually better than nothing. If he gets the gas, it's alright. There's no gas mining yet from, well, there was 75 gas mined. From GG Machine. Lots of zealots. It's a 24 army supply. Woo. Oh my god, I feel like I'm watching Larry, Curly, and Mo. Except for there's Larry... It's like Shemp and Curly Joe defending. But it looks like the Curly shuffle with the Zealots is they're F2 and around. Well, they weren't F2 and they were control grouped around. No metabolic boost just yet, but we're about to have something researched. He's got to be going metabolic after. Well, maybe not. He might go for a layer. We'll see. You're not getting any drones out, bro. He ain't getting any drones out. We got the Spartan Phalanx over here. Shield battery coming down for, Mindle VK as he's going into Adepts. There's spines and oh wait, actually Adepts might even be fun. The wall of spines. This is Sparta. Oh my god. Warp gate on the way. More Adepts. A Roach Warren is good against all. Well, I mean, there's so many zealots. It's just getting past. You could actually technically fight with enough slow zealots. It's just a weird game. Let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. Stargate follow-up. Zealot patrolling for a proxy hatch. I don't hate that. We are gaming. What a way. Can Mindle come back, guys? I'm rooting for Mindle for at least a game number 4. This is our last match, the decider match. The Adepts coming in, getting some drones could be big. Because our Protoss actually has more workers than our Zerg. So real talk, we have a recall almost available, but almost might not be enough. He's going to want to go home, but most of his production's back here. Without the the spines are uprooting. Ah, he's got to back off. With all these roaches and these lings, he's got to not take a fight in the spines. Zealots could buy some time, but I think we needed some stalkers. Okay, Adept's going to destroy. Yeah, the Adepts need to be respected a bit because it's a very low drone count. Even getting any drones is like, in some decent amount is going to be alright. We don't have stalkers in production, but Warp Gate's going to be here. And like 4 stalkers with these zealots will just absolutely decimate this army. But we don't have enough gas. There's 1 stalker coming in. Oh, one of the pylons going down. That's 1 power, and the lings coming in is going to be rough. The zealots in an awkward spot. Mindle, no, this was your game to win. What a game. What a series. We had some pretty honorable macro games. A little bit different build from Mindle in 1. And we had the proxy hatch, and now we have the 4. We've concluded on a flower so far. But I'm hoping we get another game with these guys. GG Machine just at 11. Okay, now 14 drones. Oracle gonna help clean this up. Oracle actually took some damage from the Queens. We're still gaming. But from here, I'm thinking it's got to be Stalker City. Okay, Adepts, I don't hate it, but to a point. Okay, there's the Void Ray. Another Void Ray coming out. Like the Void Rays with this. There's a lot of Overlords. If all these Overlords go down, that could be massive. And with the shield battery, I think this is pretty defensible. We do have a Nexus down for a Protoss, and a couple Lings aren't going to be that bad. The Adepts getting worker kills again is massive. And all the spines are in the front. Like, 2 base Muta would have been something if there wasn't a Stargate. But real talk, I think Mindle VK deserves this well-cheesed victory. Oh, Void Ray, come back! You don't need to F2 Mindle! Send the Void Ray back to kill the Overlords. He's F2ing for like a couple. It's literally like a few. Bro, you're so ahead. You're so ahead, brother man. What? Come on, you need to defend these gates, bro. He needs to defend these pylons and these gates. That's a lot of his production. Oh my dear God, double Stargate. I don't hate it. Is he gonna go like double Stargate Phoenix as a follow-up? That it could be a ballsy move against roaches. Like anybody that's watched enough Roddy Ladder knows double Stargate against the Roach Warren in any case could be GG man. Oh my God, seriously, bro. Mindle, you were doing it. We need to pull a probe just to repower. Well, all the gates are powered still, but the roaches are not moving correctly. The Void Ray is going to clean up the 2 roaches. GG Machine only has 4 army supply, but has enough queens. He's going to start building more queens, but the Void Rays alone might do enough. Oracle trying to find damage on the other side. Okay, this is where the Oracle could have been good with the 2 Void Rays. Adepts make their way in the main base. The Oracle's up here. Oracle is just going to debate the queens for a second. 32 workers somehow GG Machine got to. This game is something else, but game of throws. Actually, you know what? The queens got distracted to the Oracle. This left an opportunity for the Void Rays to chisel down at the Spine Crawlers, which would allow a full frontal assault, but it's double Stargate Void Ray. And these Void Rays don't give a damn about that spine. They're going to Prismatic Align. Still wouldn't be smart to probably keep this one alive. Is going to do so. Oracle forces a transfuse. Nice save on all the units from Mindle VK. He's got 4 gates and 2 Stargates. Not how I would play this game or many Protoss, but it certainly is something. I know Mindle's way ahead. But he was... Yeah, I'm aware of how well Mindle is ahead. I'm just saying, like, there were definitely... He literally F2'd everything back, allowing his opponent to buy some time. Yeah, GG Machine is dead. Like, Mindle would have to, like, AFK or, like, his computer would have to crash right now for... It didn't look like a chance for throw, is all I'm saying. These Void Rays against these queens, that's what I'm saying, though. He's going to lose a Void Ray. He's going to get a queen. But here comes 2 more Void Rays and more Zealots. A third star. He's just memeing. I know what he's saying now, though, too. He feels like he can just do whatever he wants. He's like, you know what? Heck you, we're going 3 Stargate, 4 Gate, Void Ray Slow Zealot, in honor of Florencio. This low-key, this game does remind me of Florencio right here. Shout out to Flo. Flo for reminding the pros on how to bring some cheeky wins. But he's making the game more difficult for himself. I'm telling you. This is called overconfidence sometimes. As Lings come dancing into this base. There's only 1 Adept here. There's no shield battery to defend. There's going to be a Void Ray. It's not an Oracle. But yeah, like, bro. Bruh. There's a shield battery in the main base, at least. The Adepts are warped in. We're throwing our Void Rays away into Queens, like... Okay, the Adepts are going to clean some of this up. The Probes dancing around... Adept shade back. The Probe's going to the natural. No! He might as well have just kept them there. Dude, micro your workers! You could have went to the main base and split to the main in 3rd. The main has a shield battery, brother, man. Why did we throw away 20 probes? There's a Hydra dead and a Hydra coming out on low economy Zerg, but there's, let's see how many in total. It's all Void Rays and some Adepts. Mindle, I know you're nervous, but why, brother? Yeah, I called this one a mile away. Oh my God, the Oracle goes... I don't want to insult Mindle, but what the hell? I think he was just so overconfident. He, like, you realize, I don't care, the double Stargate, sure, but get like a Twilight Council. Get some more gates. Go into charge. Go into anything. Archons, I don't give a shit. Make a tech switch to when he had roaches. But now he's going to lose 4 gate per... Oh, my God. It's so stressful. He was throwing away Void Ray. People underestimate how bad Void Rays are against Queens. I like Void Rays. I agree with Max Packs. They have their time and place, but not against Queens. Like, if you just let them A-move, right? You have to micro them against Queens. Prismatic alignments here, but okay, he almost throws the... I feel bad for Mindle. I'm not trying to be a dickhead. The guy's playing in a tournament. And it's just frustrating. For him, frustrating for us. The force field's kind of working a little against... Well, Guardian Shield buying a little bit of time. These are slow zealots and sentries and a couple of depths that are almost dead. He wants to kill his base, wants to... See what I'm saying? Like, you give Zerg an inch, they're going to take a mile. All right, this is the moral of the story. You give Zerg an inch, they're going to take a mile. Wootskill, where are you, bud? Because Wootskill would be with me on that one. And that's exactly what happened here. Now, it's about to be the shoes on the other foot, and it's going to be Muscular Augment Hydras that just kill absolutely everything Mindle VK has, because he doesn't have any production other than 3 Stargates. And Void Rays against Lings and Hydras are not going to win. If they had like +1 or some, and enough static defense here, if there were like photon cannons and stuff, Void Rays just are trash against Hydralisks. It's just facts be facts. Oh, nice micro, though. Okay, the probe's fighting this out. Mindle takes it, but what? How did he... How did he almost throw so hard? He did everything he could to try to... Game of the Year candidate, indeed. That game was the best game of tonight. But definitely a candidate for... It's still 2025 for Game of the Year. Winner's a sponsor. I'm sure he could go in. I think Loco should get that one for sure. I'm going to put that in with the one with Christianer versus Rebellion, where Rebellion had DTs and Christianer dies, and he has a forge. He loses all his stuff. He has enough units. He has like 3 cannons and a forge, and then we see the collapsible structures kill all the structures at the same time. I've never seen a forge, a couple cannons and a pylon go down to collapsible rocks. That was the most base thing I've ever seen in the history of StarCraft 2 for something new being added anyway to the game. And if you guys didn't see that, I'm gonna have to like recast that one as time passes and I forget about it. Yo, I'm pissed at the snow guy. There's no way. That was a cheesy game. We made up for it. We had the Gouda, we had the Cheddar, we had the Provolone, and we almost had the... I gotta do it in chat, the Sail Throw. That was almost the Sail Throw. Good on Mindle VK for bringing us a spicy game. And he's not eliminated yet, but he's gonna need 2 more to come back. And it took him doing a 4-gate to bring it back on Tourmaline in the red from Psystorm Gaming. We have Mindle VK. And potentially taking this on match point. He's green. He's Zerg. It is GG Machine. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. What a game. Again, big thank you to Mr. Eddie, OSC, Ladder Legends, and everybody for the whole tournament. Winner, and of course myself for helping us get a little bit of stuff. And thanks to Eddie for giving me some time on this. I know Wardy's on it too. It's like whatever. Wardy would be on the whole thing anyway. It didn't bother me any. Brings a lot of stuff to StarCraft. Gets some support for Wardy. Wardy does a lot for the StarCraft community. All right. Mindle just kind of poking around. The only thing that would make this more based if middle cannon rush the next game. Or it was like a 12 pool drone pull. That would actually, I'm glad it's not, because this is like, that would be over too quick potentially. Probe definitely being annoying. Hacking the hatchery being built. It's funny when you do that on like a spawning pool or something and the Zerg leaves it. It's amazing how much HP damage the probe will actually do as we get into it. Just get some probes, get filling up the gas. Overlord going to the pervert pillar. That'd be about it. Ling's going to chase the probe. Will it get away? Looks like it will. And we do have the Adept coming out on the counter side. GG Machine continuing to chase it down is going to retreat back. Third hatchery going down for GG Machine. Guys, do me a favor, if you're new to this stream, really appreciate a follow. We're inching closer to eventually hitting 6,900 followers. Then it'll be nice. Or subscribe to my YouTube, !YouTube, which we may or may not be live there. I was late to the party in the first one, so I missed a little bit of the intros. I remembered I was running a little behind on some of the stuff. Of course, thank you, Aston, for remaining such. Dapt isn't going to be able to get the creep tumor, that's for sure. I do believe we do have confirmation of the third. We may not, but he's going to probably get it. Decent amount of Ling, so you got to respect this as the Protoss. Just going to be an Oracle. Third Adept, third base eventually, most likely. Where's the probe? Okay, he's going for a third base. Looks like is he going to go linear or no? He's going to go over to triangle. This map's a little weird. I think triangle makes a little more sense situationally here because you have this the ramp. This is on the same. You know, you're not on a chance for a high ground assault. Nice save of the Adept for a minute. He needs every second he can for defense. The Oracle's out on the other side of the map. Ling's doing a good job harassing. They got an Adept, which is pretty big. Overlord's going to scout this. There's two queens in position. 1, 2 down below, but a couple of drones going to fall. I think that's technically worth a little bit of hull damage. Could be far worse for the Protoss if he took more hull damage, but 3 drones is not too bad. Twilight Council and Forge coming behind this for Mr. Mindel VK. +1 melee. Not a bad choice, but we'll see what happens. +1 melee, and if it's just like Ling's into this, like if it ends up being like a charge play out of Mindel. Okay, it's going to be just blink. Like the stasis board here, but usually Zergs tend to try to take this base for the creep spread, and especially how, like, I don't know, GG Machine's is such a good Zerg player, and he really is. His macro's good. His aggression can be good. Oh my god, that's a beautiful catch in this. So if the drone does go there, that's going to be crazy. Overlord, I do believe, scouts the stasis ward here. So there's only one other area of expansion it's forced in that center, which could bite the Protoss after all. We'll see. Ling run by only 1 stalker and a shield battery for now. Well, and an Adept. Okay, that's a hold. Oh! Stasis ward over here. Let's see. Do we get another debate? Stasis ward has been nerfed in this patch. Some people may forget that or not know. So they don't last as long. Because of the energy recharge of the last patch. Honestly, low-key, I think they should have probably kept it as it is, because the energy recharge is not, like, as obnoxious as it was. But anyway, as I call it, GG Machine's going to take the forward-facing one. Much for the same reason where... otherwise, you have this kind of, like... You're down a level in elevation kind of situation. Oracle staring down a Ling. Stalker's pushing out with Blink at +1. As we get into it. guys will have to excuse me. My knee is killing me. Lots of Lings coming in with that +1. Got missile attacks. We got Hydra. Muscular augment speed. We got centrifugal hooks coming. Probe's trying to fight. That's a lot of damage to the Protoss. That was a pretty good run by from Middle VK. Okay, this might actually be a full-on proxy, but the Overlord sees it. I think it will. It's going to be like a hero it's going to go down. That's just going to go down. It's another probe. Yeah. Good effort, bro, but... Nah, man. Nah, I would have... I don't blame him for trying this. It's the hero proxy. He's not even going to cancel the gate. Oh. Oh, that's rough. Literally, there was an Overlord right there. Poor Mindle. I think Mindle's just been like... He's on match point. And, he's had to play a... He literally took it to game 5, almost reverse sweeping Art. Then Art concedes, gives him another chance, and he's been struggling this series. Did get a win. Everybody gets nervous in tournaments at times, or, you know, the pressure's on. Yeah, that pylon means 2 dead Zealots and a wrap around with the Lings. Stalkers and Oracles trying to push up, but now we're going to have a bunch of Hydras. We're going to have a bunch of Banelings with centrifugal hooks. And they're all on creep. The recall's forced. There is a unit in the wall and a shield battery here. Mindle is hanging on. He's trying to, but I don't know if he's going to be able to survive this push. Great decision from GG Machine just to push across the map. He's done too much damage. It's literally Blink Stalkers and 2 trained Oracles against 100 army supply Zerg of Lings, Hydras, and Banelings. GG. Good series. GG Machine takes it. And a great start to kick off the Ladder Legends OSC 2025 World Championship. We do have another challenger bracket in the future. Big thank you. Before I get into stuff, I need to take a break. I was feeling a little off here. We're going to talk a little more about this stuff if you guys want to take a look. I got to pull some things up. Eddie, if you're still awake for whatever reason, I apologize, but I need a few minutes. You go through all the stuff with you guys. I'm actually going to put up this for now. All right, guys, we're going to take a look at everything for the OSC stuff in just a minute. I'm not just stretching. I was starting to feel a little off. GG's today. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here. Yeah. We're going to get into some other stuff here, too. I'm just going to take a look at the OSC World Championships. We're going to look at a bunch of things here. The change in the World Championship. Numero uno. So, the 2025 World Championship stuff. Thanks to Eddie for all this, too. I really didn't need that much buzz on stuff, but I appreciate it. Feels good, man. As a sponsor on there, too. With Ladder Legends and Mr. Winner. But yeah, this is what we got going on for the whole format. So it's basically participation points go through and winning and things. And we're going to go through the qualifications and stuff. But this is the prize pool, ladies and gentlemen. First place is $1,600. Second, $800. Third, $650. Fourth, $450. Fifth and sixth, fifth through eighth is essentially $300. Fifth and sixth, a little more. Down to $15 for 33 and below. So, actually, a pretty good prize pool tournament for StarCraft, too. So, big thank you to Eddie. I would have done more in terms of support, but I gotta look out. I just got back to work and stuff. I'm hoping I can hold on and make it permanent, you know? That's where I'm at on it. So, still big. So number one goes to Eddie. This is quite the prize pool. Oh, there's also a $500 bonus if a player wins the event from starting in the lower bracket. And the 33rd prize for that 15 is an advancement for those that are OSC Elite members. So, pretty cool stuff. OSC is amazing. And we have the whole bracket here, so take a look at that. Going down through it. It's pretty cool stuff. And yeah. Recast on winner. That's actually pretty cool. It's a good shit. Hoping to cast replays after for stuff. I have a feeling I'm going to end up having to miss some of it because I know Wardy grinds during the week while I'm working during the week. I'm sure I'm going to be missing some of it. I always got VODs. I got winter. You know, maybe we'll do something else. Guys, it is Sunday. As much as I'm like, yeah, I'd like to do some stuff, I'm not really feeling like playing right now. I'm not feeling the greatest. I gotta get some food. Biggest things, I gotta get some food right now. And hopefully get some chores I got done in time for that. I gotta help my dentist out, too. I forgot. Let's go read Reno out. And, yeah. Catch you all later. Later, Dark. Later, Happy Stance. Later, Aston. Later, Gene. Later, Fractal. Later, everybody. Scare wherever in the Audi. Gene Sim. Everybody from earlier. MJG. Draven. Groovy. Ornatus. Siba. Eddie. All of you. Later. Let's go hang out for the raid, please. And thank you for Mr. Jason. Jay's always got my back. Thank you. All right, later on. Actually, it was kind of scuffed today. Yeah, you missed the beginning probably because it was very fucking scuffed. My dentist was calling me and all this other shit. I have to go take care of that. We got a little emergency. All right, guys. Unless some rare change happens where I feel a little better and I get everything done, and if in the rare event, I might be back later for some ladder. But I'm feeling doubtful. And thank you guys for getting some subs and bits. Dude Streams Draven. Conreich. Peace out. And SW Pro for the raid.